Since the dawn of time, things have happened. People have talked about those things. First with cave paintings, then with language, writing, and art. In our time, we use the internet. From the depths of nerddom come four guys who'll talk about things too. World-famous internet celebrity Justin L. The destroyer of BotCon, Bedbugs. A man who rejects the concept of catch and release, Justin Catfish. And the customizing powerhouse, Mako Aspire. And Tyler F. This is Totally Alpha.
How the fuck are you, America and all points overseas? This is TKO number 31. I am your host for the evening, Chris Bishop. And joining me tonight on our Magical Mystery Tour is the usual cast of assholes and one guest. Going counterclockwise, because counterclockwise is gay. On my Skype screen, let's go with JL. How are you, sir?
Hey, I am fist-fucking-tastic. How are you?
And while we're at it, what did you get?
I did have a pretty good. Wait, are we gonna do it like that this week?
Why not?
All right. Well, I actually had a pretty good week. I was at NJCC. I got to meet up with you, Chris, and
That's
a bunch of
shitty convention.
I love that convention. Me and you and a bunch of my boys from the ROC. Shout out to them.
Realm.
And I had
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Fuck you, JC.
Dude, that was the funniest fucking picture ever.
That should be the cover photo for this week.
It might be.
That way people get the joke at least.
Hey, man, shout out to James. He's the one who made it.
But yeah, I had a pretty good haul from there. I got 2 figure arts. I got Captain Phasma and the First Order Stormtrooper, both from The Last Jedi. I got them from Andrew Gort. A lot of y'all know him. He's a great dude. He hooked me up. I got a old Generations Jazz finally, because I had one mint on card for years and I won't open it because I'm like that. Shout out to Jose who hooked me up with a G2 Bumblebee, the Chrome one, which finishes my G2 Minibot collection.
Nice.
All 4 of the ones that were released. I got a transistor. I got double deck actually, so that's the blue transistor from KFC. Thanks, JC. I got hooked up on that. I got hooked up on that from Hung, from 215 Toys, and then I got 2 really awesome glasses from KJ Sparkles. I got Wonder Woman, and I got one. The Wonder Woman's for my wife, and I got one of Skeletor going, "You boo," and so that way he can scold me while I drink away my sorrows.
Very cool.
And fresh off the boat from BBTS, because it seems like they ship from overseas, even though they're in the States. I got finally got the, what is this? The Titans Returns? Yeah, Titans Return. I finally got the Titans Return Twin Twist, you cocksucker. And you know what? He weighs this Twin Twist. He weighs as much as every chug that came out since them together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a heavy little bastard. And I'm trying to cut him out of his little plastic prison right now while everybody burps and farts in the background. And that's all I got this week.
All right. Next up is little kitty cat Dallas's daddy again, Mr. Bedbugs.
Greetings.
I say that just because I looked up, saw your icon, and you're holding a cat.
No.
He's holding that pussy.
Yeah, I've had better weeks. I think I got hit with the flu yesterday and today.
Oh no.
I'm trying to do a little self-medication here and.
Shit, me too, bub.
Well, I figure if I increase the alcohol content in my body, it will kill all the little buggers in my body, won't it?
No, it doesn't work.
No.
You sure? I think I need to peer review it again.
I should be fucking immortal.
Yeah.
But other than getting that, I did finally find the second wave of the legends for Power of the Primes. So I got Tailgate and I got Battle Trap. And Battle Trap is pretty sweet figure. I was very impressed with how complex both halves of it were compared to like a lot of the other Legends figures from Titans Returns and Power of the Primes. They're very simplistic just because, I mean, they're mini-bots. But Battle Trap is very complex. And it once you finally get done transforming it, I mean, it probably didn't have to be as complex as it was, but because they integrated 2 other individual robot modes.
Yeah. So they actually made an improvement over their first iteration of this character.
Oh yeah, the thing's awesome. Definitely recommend it if you don't have it yet.
Yay!
Okay, did you get anything else?
Other than that, don't think so.
Did you get your painter wet?
No.
God damn it.
Well, that's sad.
Bugs.
But let's move on to the Mac Daddy Mac. JC, what amount of MP things have come in this week?
Oh, I just got a couple of things this week.
Traitor.
We'll see you in an hour, folks.
I forgot.
Yeah, shit.
Right? I forgot about that I had the fucking Takara fucking Decepticon clones pre-ordered, and those showed up.
Oh, nice. You got some chug on fucking accident.
And they're meh.
Oh, I was so happy you got that chug.
I'll take them from you if you don't want them.
Yeah.
I might hook you up.
I have the one, but I didn't get the other one because I didn't find that Siege at Cybertron fucking set or whatever.
I gotcha. I found I have a Walgreens set sitting here too somewhere.
I have that.
And I picked up Masterpiece Wheeljack.
Yay.
From a little comic book store up in Bumfuck, Iowa.
Stop burping. Jesus Christ.
God damn.
That really bothers you, doesn't it?
Well, it's like, we're trying to do a show here, man. Like,
What?
it's okay if it's like every
think it's
5
funny.
minutes or so, but if it's like all the time.
Hey, we're gassy. What can we say?
Jeez, man.
Told you I wasn't feeling as well this week.
There's more room out here than there is in our little bellies.
That's so weak. I also got Masterpiece Grapple from Agabus.
The fuck was that?
Fuck.
I don't know, but that was dope. And I think it's a great figure. It's like one of my favorites so far.
It is.
But that's it.
Grapple.
That's just a little haul this week. Tune in next week and
Let's do something different. What'd you sell this week, Jason?
what did I sell this week? I sold Carnifex. I sold Spartan. I sold Wing. I sold Thunderwing. I sold Solus Prime and Elita 1 by MMC.
Oh, son of a bitch.
But I still have a lot of MMC stuff left and a lot of third-party Chug stuff left I'm going to be posting here.
Nobody wants Chug anymore. You were one of the last holdouts.
Here's the last one. I think
Dude, I made $700 on that shit today.
Damn, dude.
On like 6 figures.
You got
on
$700.
MMC.
You got $760.
Yeah, and somebody still, actually 2 people still owe me $60. You and Spiros.
Nice. Well, Spiro says he's got my half, dude.
But yeah, then I'm going to start posting more of it. Like I'll probably put up the rest of the MMC tomorrow and then start going through the fans project and make toys shit pretty soon. And I'm just going to get rid of it all.
Did you already sell that Fans Hobby Prime?
Oh, no, I'm keeping that, bud.
I thought you sold the big old Fans Hobby Prime.
Nope, I like that.
I don't know why I thought you were selling that.
I entertained the idea for a moment.
I should have bought it while you were drunk.
Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. But now I'm full in on MP, so now I'm not selling any MP shit.
MP'ner.
Nice.
That's it. That's all I got this week. Just a few couple figures. Tomorrow or next week, I'm getting a big old haul, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking pumped.
Well, that's just fantastic, Mr. Moneybags.
And shout out to fucking Hanny for hooking me up. You know what I mean? That fool, like, he has that shit here in a day and a half.
Nice.
Nice.
I can't stand fucking waiting for that shit.
Fucking $5.99 flat rate shipping, dude. Ships at priority every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What'd you get, Chris?
no, not yet. Guess first. Speaking of MPs, joining us from the on-base housing is our guest, Mr. John Hanson, who is a soldier in the United States military.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man?
We salute you, sir.
Thank you. I'm just doing my part, just as any able-bodied American should do.
I agree.
Yeah, you won't find any of those in this podcast.
Fuck you, man. I'm in shape.
You know what? Shout out to the government. They got better internet than Tyler.
I would hope so. What branch of the military are you in, sir?
Army.
Okay. And do you mind giving out your rank?
I'm a specialist.
Okay.
So
I'm special, too.
Completely different kind of special.
Oh, okay.
It's sham shield power. That's the specialist rank.
Nice. Did you happen to pick up anything this week?
My recent purchases from a few weeks back was the Rebel based on the IDW Prowl, which is back home in Wisconsin, along with Zeta Toys Jazzy, which is back in Wisconsin also. And what picked up here on the great place and great state of Texas is an SH Figure Arts Doctor Strange.
Oh, nice.
Oh, tight.
Sweet.
And that's pretty much the only recent stuff I've gotten lately, other than a comic book from the local comic book store. Just a Transformers comic. Something a bit, I forgot what it's called. I think it was, there's a new, I guess, an Optimus Prime series called The Falling. I don't know if any of you guys heard of that, but I don't know, something about the artwork just interested me about it, and I'm like, I'm going to pick these up. No, I don't know, pick up.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, it's you're breaking up a little bit, but while it fixes it, there's no surprise that a comic book art style would attract somebody, because that's 50% of its storytelling device right there.
Oh yeah, of course, I agree.
Is that new? Is that like the current?
I guess so. Yeah, it's.
Because I'm behind a few months.
What was that?
I said I'm behind a few months. I haven't read that yet. It sounds interesting.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know how it is.
Well, I'm gonna read it now. I usually let mine build up for like 3 months or so. That way I have more than like 2 hours worth to read. Because I burn through those things when I read them.
Dude,
So how long you stuck in Texas for, sir?
I've been here, technically speaking, for 3 years, and my contract ends in August, depending on what I do. I don't want to be here anymore. It's honestly, Fort Hood is the black hole of the Army. It really is.
Yeah, but you're down there defending us from Mexico, man.
Good.
you're the second line of defense after Trump's wall.
Yeah.
True.
Well, no, you forget about the volunteer border patrol too.
But what I was getting at is, so you don't ever get any leave? Like you ever gonna make it up to DairyCon or?
That is actually what I'm working on right now. I actually put in for leave. I'm trying to put in for 15 days, and people are like, "Why are you putting in for 15 days?" I'm like, because I want to go on vacation before any more shit happens. So
Before they decide to deploy you somewhere else, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. But depends on what I do in the next few months, and if I stay in or get out, and I'm just I'm ready. I'm just ready to start a new chapter in my life too.
Oh, good. All right.
Nice.
Speaking of new chapters.
No, we're still doing my chapter.
Yeah, what did you get this week, Chris?
What did you get, sir?
Well, I went to the fabled NJCC, as previously mentioned by JL.
RealmCon.
It damn sure is.
Aside from seeing all the guys and, hanging out and everything, the con itself is fucking lame. But, I don't know if it's a symptom of it's getting lame. They've also broken it down into 2 days. It's lost a lot of its bigger vendors who had like a lot of third party and official masterpiece stuff. And just the fact that I have been doing this long enough where I pretty much have everything I need and want. So it's a little hard for me to find things, and just walking around those 1 or 2 rooms is like, yay, I don't know how I fucking did it until 4 o'clock this year.
Yeah, but how many of us do you think really go there to actually buy toys at this point? It's one giant hangout, and that's why I go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so unless you're, just going to hang out, you're not going to come there and find a great deal or find that awesome Grail piece.
I got a couple of good deals.
They're just not there. Well, yeah, from guys that you know.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, you got that handy from Tyler.
You know what? I told him last time I was going to hug him when I saw him, but I was in and out on Sunday so quick that...
Yeah, you were in and out pretty quick on him, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, I had my kids with me that time, and I didn't want the fucking stinky fatty stench to fucking stick to them.
Ruin their life.
That fucking room was ripe on Saturday.
Yeah, it was.
Holy shit.
That's fucking nasty, dude. I can't stand cons like that because they stink, man.
Didn't you have a lawyer from New York trying to molest you and give you back rubs?
Oh, he didn't touch me.
He got me, though. He got me, and I savored all, 45 seconds of it.
That sounds hot.
Well, I mean, if he fucks it up, you can sue him, and he knows he has no choice.
Exactly. Well, so as far as what I got, it's a smaller list, but right off the bat I went in and there was a vendor there that had all the fucking next wave of the powder prime shit. So I'm like, give me one of each. He didn't have the deluxe.
Somewhere on a beach.
He just had the little fucking Prime Masters and the Voyagers.
Nice.
And the Legends, the Battle Clash and Tailgate. I bought those as well. Got a few little Shockwaves from a Shockwave shelf, but also included in that, I got from Hung the clear Quakewave version.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I got that on a second trip up to the fucking con because I didn't get it on Saturday.
Because you're dumb.
Because I'm dumb. And all night, I'm thinking about that and one other piece, which was the in '84, the G1 cases came out. There was 2 of them. One was a bigger case that was shaped like an octagon a little bit, and then the little rectangular case. I had the octagon one, and it was the first thing that I ever got as a Transformer item at all. And in that case was all the carded mini-bots. So I was trying to recreate that in my case by putting that case in there, putting the mini-bots on it. Trying to recreate that moment of when my addiction began.
You did have a good haul, though, because you picked up a handful of mini-bots.
Yeah, I did. I wish I would have bought the other ones that were there, because he did have the red Bumblebee and the bumper.
I wish I had noticed he had a red Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I need a red Bumblebee shit.
But that is all I got.
That Quakewave was money, dude. I got to see one. I wish I had bought one. I'm dumb for not buying one.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're smart.
Well,
you don't need that shit.
It was only $60.
It was $60. I got the damn double deck for $30, man. That was a badass deal hookup. Well, it was a hookup. It was $60 the day before.
Yeah.
I need a fucking blaster. You ever
Poor
see
Hung
Blaster
just wants to
run
get the
around?
fuck out.
let me know.
You mean you need that transistor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. I have the second version.
If you guys see one running around, holler at me.
If I see one running around, I'm calling a fucking Ripley's Believe It or Not.
No, if you see one running around, you're going to keep buying your shit from that dude.
Right? I don't know. I'd probably wait till Chikara, though. I heard they're going to come out with one, but I thought they was dead, so...
Yeah, that's what you get. You've been trying to jinx them dead forever, and now you want their MP shit.
It is funny how that works, huh?
Yeah.
It certainly is.
It's like if I want the liquor store to close. Durr.
Right.
Well, gentlemen, shall we move on to the news?
Speaking of closing.
Ah!
Oh, I did something. That's my work for the week.
Yay. Let's see. Toys R Us soon to be gone forever. According to a Bloomberg article, Toys R Us is said to be prepping to liquidate all of its U.S. operations.
Should we have a moment of silence for Toys R Us?
Yeah, I guess.
That was long enough.
In a statement, I guess, which is an excerpt from the article, Toys R Us Incorporated is making preparations for a liquidation of its bankrupt U.S. operations after so far failing to find a buyer or reach a debt restructuring deal with lenders, according to people familiar with the matter. Which means they're broke, they're trying to sell off their busted-ass broke fucking stores, and nobody wants them.
Damn.
I want to buy the one near me.
And
Have it to myself.
And the smart people like fucking, what's his fucking name? The guy who ran for president a couple years ago.
Donald Trump?
No, not that one. Romney. Yeah, Romney's fucking that
investment firm.
Yeah, the venture capitalism fucking where they just swoop in, buy up all the fucking companies, liquidate the assets, stick the fucking employees with fucking shit pensions and all that fucking shit.
The problem is that one of those companies already owns Toys R Us, and they already picked it dry, so nobody else wants to come in and try to find anything remaining, because there isn't.
Yeah, we should buy Toys R Us.
Well, there's plenty of fixtures.
We should all buy Toys R Us, man. Well, let's borrow a bunch of money and buy it. Just run around like bosses for a couple months.
Okay.
You know, when a store is closing and you go in, like, you see the markdown slowly starts like 30% off, 40% off, 50%, then it gets to like 80% off, and then you see the signs going up, fixtures for sale.
I do want some of those fixtures.
Why?
So I can hang my toys up in here.
How do you have any more room in your house to put shit?
I keep making more room.
How?
I'm going to throw the fucking stove out and put 2 Detols there. You cook in the microwave, woman. I actually don't have room for anything else. I'm basically juggling shit at this point. I put something out and take something down.
You sell everything.
No.
Sell it all.
Sell all your chug.
Dude, if I sell it all, what am I going to buy? Hot Toys? I own every fucking thing that ever came out.
Jeez. Wow.
I have the MP, I have the Chug, I have the G1. Like, when am I going to start new?
Nothing. Just downsize.
No. I can't do that. That's blasphemy.
That was actually a pretty good movie, by the way. I watched that last night.
Start collecting liver cells so that way you can stem cell growth and fucking shit.
Go.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a GoFundMe where everybody that donates 1,000 to my liver gets a free fucking MP figure.
Jeez.
I'll raise enough to save everybody in this country.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So, anybody have any more ideas on this Toys R Us thing?
I think they should rename themselves KB Toys.
Where do you guys think that? Do you guys think, or where do you guys think that? If they do an American version of a Masterpiece figure like they have done in the past, what retail outlet that's going to come from?
Walgreens.
Walmart.
Oh, fuck me.
Walgreens exclusive Masterpiece Blaster.
Oh,
my god.
Fuck.
He
I
comes
think Walmart will be. I think they do better at Target, but I guess Walmart.
He comes with Ram Horn and a bottle of Roxy's.
I would I would feel better about fucking Target than I would shopping at Walmart, but
No, there's no Target here, man. I'd rather have it go to Walmart.
Why don't you like Walmart, JC? Those are all your people.
Yeah, that's where my wife
no,
works
I'm not a
at.
poor.
They
So
paid for all my...
fucking,
Walmart paid for my teeth, motherfucker.
I don't shop at Walmart, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I'm just
You're going to be shopping there to buy your masterpieces from now on.
fuck. I am. I'm buying all Takara, son.
can I have a say
You
about
can,
that?
sir.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. I like, first off, I'm feel sorry for those people that work there because now they're gonna have to find jobs and shit. But
You know what? There was a
Like-
motherfucker that works there that's supposed to be on tonight.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Their
Shout
most
out to
famous
Scotty.
employee.
and it's just that one thing about some of the figures there, like I think it was a year ago. I actually got the last MP10 Optimus Prime there. I got really lucky. I'm like, the reason why I was there, I was it was right after deployment, and I have a nephew, so I have to make a birthday and a Christmas. So we were there. I was spending so much. I spent like $300 at Toys R Us, and honestly, I find because of course one was for the Optimus was like $150, if I remember correctly, and then just everything else was there. And one thing I don't like about Toys R Us is how expensive they are. Like when you think about Walmart, they are pretty reasonable. But then again, there's some figures you're like, how? And the thing about Hasbro is that they seem like they're jacking up their prices a little bit more too. I don't know if you guys noticed that, because I don't know how you guys feel about the movie verse of Transformers.
I'm a fan.
I think it's okay, but I don't care for the mainline figs.
Like honestly, and back in 07, they were like $10 a piece for a deluxe class, and now they're like jacked up to almost, what, 15 nowadays?
Yeah, deluxes were bigger. They were made better.
Exactly. Like, and some of the like don't get me wrong. When I first started liking Transformers was during the very cheap, very wrong Robots in Disguise, not the current one, but honestly, I think that Robots in Disguise is better than the new one. But
the 2001 series.
yeah,
That was a good series, man.
I call it that crap that Bugs likes.
Oh, fuck off. That was a good show.
that was actually the shit I grew up on, and alongside watching some Beast Wars episodes with my uncle, which actually my uncle was the one who introduced me to Transformers and Marvel and stuff like that. So if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be a fan. And then just finding out now I'm finally just getting my third-party game on. I'm like, wow, some of the shit that third-party cranks out is nothing compared to what Hasbro has. It's just shocking. Like, how does Hasbro just suck so much that try out figures? Honestly, the MP stuff is good. Like MP Grimlock, the MP Optimus Prime, the MP Soundwave, and MP Wheeljack. Yeah.
It's just a matter of cutting costs, increasing stockholders' fucking dividends, and just Morty's killing Morty's, man.
Yeah, of course. And I don't know if I'll like with the third party stuff. I don't know if I'll ever touch another Hasbro figure. If I do, it'd be like maybe just I don't know, maybe the Power of the Primes Elite 1. I don't know, but
I'm still buying all that shit.
Yeah, I got it too. I don't know. Like I don't feel like beholden to Hasbro, but now that they're finally giving me all the fucking characters that I wanted, pretty much looking the way I wanted, it's kind of like, it's like hooking up with a chick that you've broken up with before who wouldn't blow you.
Yeah.
But now she's come back and she's like, I'm going to blow you now. But you're not going to get back with her for good, but you're going to get that dick sucked.
Oh, man.
Pretty much.
I got you. I get what you're saying. It's understandable.
I don't think anybody should get that.
Yeah.
It's like I come home and there's no vodka, but I got like 3 beers left, and like, what the fuck am I gonna do with 3 beers?
Yeah.
Drink them and.
John, just so you know, going forward throughout the show, you are now an equal with us.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know, while we're on. No, wait a minute. Slow down.
Oh,
while you're on the
outlays
show.
us.
okay.
But once the radio's over, we don't know who you are anymore.
Wow,
That's how we roll.
That's pretty harsh there, man. You know, I don't know if I can accept that. You know, God, you know, I don't.
Well, I was gonna say technically he outranks all of us.
Probably. Yeah, especially according to that one article that fucking Bugs shared.
I am a captain. I'm Captain Underpants.
Mm. All right, speaking of underpants, Generation Toys Red Bull.
Oh, that did that way too early.
Fucking stupid.
You know what? It's stupid, but that bot mode is fucking money.
Wait,
Dude, they fit that bull in fucking Sideswipe. That's pretty cool.
oh, the red. Oh, okay, the Red Bull. Okay, I get what you're talking about. I saw that on one of the Facebook pages that have like a bunch of third-party stuff. I forgot what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the dumbest thing I have ever seen, but damn it, it's really well executed.
It looks cool, but it's a stupid concept.
Like, it doesn't bother me. I think it's cool. They're just giving us something that isn't tied to, pretty much anything.
It's not even fucking tied to Transformers and logic.
I mean, I think technically this is supposed to fit in some kind of series of art or whatever, but like these are like extrapolated ideas of what these characters would be and what they look like, that kind of shit.
This is like one time I asked the Orange what they wanted Sideswipe to be, and the Orange told me it wanted him to be a bull.
The Orange told you that?
Yeah, the Orange talked to me.
And I seen some stupid motherfuckers that were trying to say this was Beast Wars Sideswipe. It's like, there's nothing organic about it, you stupid fuckers.
See, if this is what Beast Wars was, I'd have fucking been all over this shit.
It's what it should have been.
No, you shut the fuck up, JC. You don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck Beast Wars, man. Shit's stupid.
Awesome.
There's some weird radiation on this planet. We have to encase ourselves in organic materials.
That's what we do.
They could just...
Basically a brain encased in organic material.
They could just rub shit all over their bodies. That's organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Well, Optimus Primal did transform into a ape, and usually monkeys throw shit, so...
Nice. It's only chimps, though, I think, isn't it?
Well,
I don't know. That's
maybe
Michael
chimps,
Jackson.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen pictures of gorillas throwing shit.
Yeah,
Only
there's a
you,
couple.
JC.
There's a couple GIFs on Facebook you can share.
Dragging
Have you ever-
around little kids.
You ever seen a gorilla with a mangled penis, JC? Because I know you're into that.
Oh!
No, but I can Google that shit.
Yeah, but only you would, man.
Mangled dicks out. Mangled dicks out.
Oh, God.
Never forget Harambe.
If this thing was a reasonable price...
I wish that this fucking Sideswipe turned into a car, because I would
I want
buy
a
it.
Harambe steak.
Mm.
A Harambe... Oh, God.
I love when people start
that
repeating what you said,
motherfucker's
and then it fucking clicks in their head. Harambe Oh!
Jesus Christ.
That's how you get shit like this Sideswipe that turns into a bull.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, I'll buy it. If it's under like $85, I think I'm gonna buy it.
Well, it's going to be 125, so forget it.
Well, when it goes on clearance at fucking TF Source.
And it will.
I wish
Ain't
this was a
nobody buying that shit.
I wish this was a pre-mold for a Generation Toys Predaking. I would buy that instead of this.
Like, the only person I know of that would really, really want this would be Get Right Robot's wife, because she's really big into cows. That's the only person I know of that would probably want this.
Well, plus, he could customize it into something awesome.
I thought you were making some kind of lewd sexual thing about some guy's wife.
No, it's nothing lewd.
Yeah, because that bitch loves some fucking big old
No.
bull dick.
God damn it.
Her name's Morgan, and she has a big cow collection. If you ever see Get Right Robot post any pictures of it, she's got cows everywhere, like he's got robots everywhere.
Nice.
She's a very nice lady, too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
Yeah, go ahead, JC. Try and fix it.
I didn't say nothing, man. But Jason's my boy, so I mean.
Yeah, man. I got one of his customs over in the corner right now. Probably one of his early ones.
Yeah, he's a brilliant customizer.
Nice. Should show you guys some of my work that I used to do. I'm actually working on a Call It Blasphemy, but it's based off the MMC Creations 6-shot, and this was like I don't know what they did with it, but it's actually better than the MMC Creations. I know Blasphemy KO sucks. I get it. Blah blah blah. But actually, it's the head for it looks better than Hextron's. The head actually looks basically Generation 1 6-shot.
Well, Hexatron's like 45 years old.
Yeah. You know it's a good thing that the U.S. Army allowed transgenders to stay in service now, because your dick's gonna fall off.
Wow. Wow. Fuck you. Wow, just bury that knife deep into my back. Hey, it won't be the first knife in my back, so.
Peter Cancer, copyright 2018 TKO Productions.
It's that knockoff Peter Cancer. You get it from playing with knockoffs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So who's gonna be a bull dyke?
I will. What?
Who's buying the bull?
Oh, fuck that.
I'm not buying it.
No.
I'm not going down any more fucking rabbit holes, man. I'm done with that.
Yeah,
bullshit.
you know what? I believe what you say just about as much as I fucking believe anything anymore. Because when you first fucking started, you're like, after TFCon, I'm out.
Chug life.
Chug life forever.
I'm not gonna buy anything all year long.
Yeah.
I told my wife the same thing. That didn't work out very well. But after this year, I'm done.
Shut up.
Bullshit.
All right, moving on. We have 2 new entries into the Cyber Battalion series of Transformers from Hasbro. The usual Walgreens specials, as they've been coming to know. These toys are generally garbagey, but they're meant to be kids' toys. Like, these are in no way, shape, or form meant to be collector toys. They're meant to be something that while mom's in there getting her fucking morning after pill, little Johnny comes up and says, "Mommy, can I have this?" And it's okay.
Oh, you talking about those dudes in THC?
Save it. I'm sure they're going to pop up later in the show.
No, I'm good on them today. Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the way that on the box, Sideswipe looks like he showed up for a photo shoot for the ad, but they didn't actually let him sculpt him for the figure.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at his face. He's like getting paid.
Look at his G1 art and blatantly not G1 toy.
Yeah, dude. He's got a flat chest in the art. He's got tits in the fucking figure.
Yeah, the torso looks more like Jazz than anything else.
The torso looks like that old fucking Legends Cliffjumper.
I don't know what the Shockwave mold is, but this Sideswipe is just a retool of the Prowl, which I bought and customized into Nightbeat. And it's not that bad of a figure.
All things considered, that Shockwave don't look too bad.
No, I will have that one.
Nice.
You should get one and repaint it pink like a big penis.
Maybe. But this fucking the Sideswipe has potential as G1 Omnibot Overdrive.
She has potential as Kindling.
All right.
See, when I see garbagey figures, it's not like I want you for my collection. It's like, what can I make you into to make you better? So
why does the front end of that car look like they just said, let's put a hood on top of another hood? Is what the way the hood looks like it's sculpted.
It's basically probably what they fucking did.
Why does the liquor store close at 9 o'clock?
Because you got state stores.
But it's party time.
So, anybody got any ideas on these things here? Anything you want to say?
I'm not gonna buy them.
I'll just stick with the EMP sideswipe. I guess that's what sounds like we're talking about, but.
So how big?
Okay. Wait. John, are you looking at the notes that we sent you?
Oh shit! No, hold on. I'll look at it. Fuck.
Like you're playing blind, man.
What the hell are these guys talking about?
So how tall are these things? Because right now I still use Energon Shock Blast as my chug shockwave, and if this thing is close to that height, maybe I'd consider the shockwave to replace him.
Yeah, he is. He would be about the same size as Energon Shockwave.
What the hell?
Did you find the note yet?
Then I might get that shockwave, just because that's going to be the best chug scale official release we're probably going to get. As sad as that is.
The bot looks pretty fucking good on that box.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the stupid oversized arm that the Energon figure has.
Yeah.
But he doesn't turn into a crab walking gun turret.
It's not terrible. I mean,
That looks like shit. That sideswipe looks like complete utter ass.
Yeah, it does.
The shockwave, it looks but I'd rather just go on TF Source and just get a Quake Wave. Just call it good there.
Shit. That shockwave looks like he was born with no fucking knees.
dude, fuck Quake Wave, man. Grab the official. That
The official? Okay.
You should have both. Everybody should have both.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, fuck Quake Wave? Didn't Yule just fucking send you one? You ungrateful
Yes.
fucking piece of shit.
I tell you what, you get tired of that fucking gray Quake Wave, you send that motherfucker over here. He will be
Dude,
loved.
I'm never selling it because it was a gift.
I didn't say I was gonna pay you for it, did I, boy?
I could re-gift it. I wouldn't do that though. Yule's my boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, why don't we talk about something nice and creative?
Like,
Welcome to the fucking custom spotlight for this.
Look at this.
Yay!
Yay!
This looks like a scene from Halo.
it looks fucking badass.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, this is amazing.
Is that backdraft?
This is like some real nerd shit right here.
It is awesome.
Oh yeah.
And looking at the 1, 2, 3rd picture, if you like click in on it or zoom in on it, it looks like you built this fucking thing out of cardboard because of the ripples.
Look at that guy's fucking view.
Yeah.
Where does he live?
Oh, that's cardboard. You're right.
Oh, this. Okay. Yeah.
Good call, Chris.
I mean, obviously
Dude,
the
there's
little
an old-
controls and shit aren't cardboard. They're probably, repurposed model parts, but
Dude, that looks like a little calculator that he like integrated into it.
it could be.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, people, what we're talking about, somebody recreated and apparently cardboard, plexiglass, things like that, the bridge of, I guess, the Ark 2.
Well, no, this looks more like the movie spaceships from the movie, where Cup is telling the stories to the Dinobots.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But
I mean,
about wipers.
the level of detail in this is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
He even has little printout screens that are put on clear pieces of Lexan, that look like computer screens. And the graphics
really
are translucent, so light shines a little bit. through
That's the USS Enterprise on that one, for real, dude.
them.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, boy, why is that there? Are they about to attack the Enterprise?
That is not the Enterprise.
Yes, it is.
That is the Enterprise.
High as fuck,
It is.
dude.
It is the Enterprise. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's it. Now. That's fucking
Tell
gangster
story.
as fuck, dude.
Tell the story of Mirror Universe again.
Wow.
Can you imagine if those two universes collided? That'd be awesome.
I would fucking
Which-
kill somebody.
Which one do you think fucking Kirk would try and fuck?
What wouldn't he try to
Probably one of the little ones like Bumblebee.
Wait,
Oh, that's fucked up.
so who
Kirk ain't gay, man. Come on, at least let him fucking fembot. Jeez.
So who tries to eat who? Does Unicron try to eat the Borg, or does the Borg try to eat Unicron?
The Borg assimilate Unicron, and the Unicron really does wipe everything out in the universe.
Fucking nerds.
I don't know. That's kind of giving me a little nerd boner, man.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Thinking about the Borg assimilating Unicron, that's kind of turning me on, man.
You're on the wrong show and shit.
You are on the wrong show, JC. You should be on a show about fishing and trumping.
I'm with you, JL, man. I wish you were back here so we could give each other handies.
Yeah, dude. And talk about Unicron being, assimilated.
No,
Tell me again about the simulation.
You won't be assimilated, you will be obliterated.
Yeah.
I really don't like fucking Star Trek at all.
Oh, fuck
What's
off.
okay? You don't really like a lot of smart things.
It's not smart at all. It's fucking dumb.
It's smart.
What's smart about it?
JC, you spend all summer talking to fish.
I don't talk to them, man.
Yeah, you do. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah.
Yeah, right before I hit him over the head with a fucking baseball bat.
Why are you hitting little tiny fish with a baseball bat?
Dude, you gotta pre-kill them. You can't just start fucking cutting them open when they're alive. I mean, you can, but it's not very nice.
You don't have to treat them humanely. They're not humans.
I mean,
it's not very nice. Fuck you. You're fucking pulling it out of its natural habitat. And you're gonna fucking cut it up, fry it, and then fucking say, I'm gonna shit you out later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, have you ever cleaned a fish and then had it still be alive after you cleaned it?
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
No.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I have too. And I don't feel good about it anymore.
Great.
You know?
And just especially beating them on the head with a pair of pliers with the catfish, or just grab that.
So I usually grab a
Scaling it.
rock from the garden or
beautiful.
something.
Oh, hell,
you
yeah,
like
that
fucking
too.
pop them on the head.
Or
like
just watching the catfish skin just peel off, and then you just reveal those nice fillets. Oh, oh yeah.
You ever
Look my
think?
dick hard.
You two need to get together for some handies.
Yo, fish nerd.
Keep on talking. Keep talking.
You won't eat a fish without a concussion, JC.
Now, are you gonna cut them up and make nuggets out of them and put them in some batter? Put
Oh,
some
hell
Cajun
yeah.
seasoning on that shit. Oh
yeah,
God.
hell yeah.
All right.
JC likes to take them to work.
One thing I can say about not just fish is good, but venison. You can't beat a good steak.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Oh
buddy.
God.
Now I'm getting hard on.
No.
Get it, Bugs. Get it, Bugs. Bugs, you need to get out in the woods and kill yourself a deer, boy.
With your bare hands.
I need to get out in the woods and kill a deer because my dad has been doing it all. I've been doing fucking military shit for the past few years, and I get fucking free license.
Yeah, you're just down there shooting border crossers and fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking much.
There's no meat on those.
Get some, Jose!
Hey, you know where you're at, though, John. You can always go boar hunting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, one of my when I was overseas, one of the NCOs saying that there was like boar hunting, and there's actually like a hunters program that I have to look into. I've just been so freaking busy. It's just the only time I really have for is just going to the gym, playing video games, and watching YouTube, or trying to talk to family back home. That's pretty much about it.
You don't have video games in the gym?
No. I have no video games in the gym, and just video games back in the barracks where I can just play video games and stuff like that. Pretty much it.
Back in the day, I used to play like Call of Duty with my buddy, like over in Afghanistan. Like he's over there and they had internet. Yeah.
I just was all day trying to shoot people, so now I'm gonna unwind by shooting people.
I used to tell him, I'm like, man, why are you playing this with me? Ain't you tired of this shit?
Well, at that point, he wasn't playing. He was just walking around in fucking public, fucking shooting people while you fucking play.
I know, but he still wanted to play Call of Duty at night. I was like, come on, man. I was like, you're doing that shit all day for a living. He was pretty good, though.
Yeah, not to cut you guys off, but when I first got over there, I was in Afghanistan for a week. It kind of scared the shit out of me because it was after something happened. I can't release too much information, but something bad happened over there. It just kind of it's an awakening experience, and then you're there and you're thinking someone could just jump out at you and just say fuck your life and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was there, and then seeing people I know that was in my previous unit, it just got better. It made me feel better. Then when I got to Qatar, it was cakewalk. It was relaxing. It was pretty easy. Like, we were able to go off post and stuff and actually kind of just chill and relax and actually eat some good food, check out some sights. It was great, especially that the what was it? The giant metal penis was there too.
The giant metal penis?
The Burj Khalifa, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's fuck, I forgot what it was called. The place in Doha. They had like this giant.
Doha?
Yeah, Doha in Qatar. I guess it's like the capital or something. And then there was like this giant metal. It looks like a giant silo, but we just called it the giant metal penis.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was cool. Then they had the I think the 2020 games are going to be. I think it's the soccer games going to be held there next year. Yeah, the World Cup. Yeah, in the next few years. And then they had the torch. Like, there's like this huge torch there. I think they lit it one time. It was actually pretty cool. And then toward the end of the deployment, I went back to Afghanistan for 3 more weeks, and honestly, it wasn't as scary as it was the first time I was there for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, in my head, just because I'm American and I don't fucking care, like all the images you see of like over that area, it's all fucking bombed out or shitty looking. But there are actually some fucking nice looking places there.
Oh yeah, of course there is. And the base there wasn't really that bad. Honestly, seeing the mountainsides and stuff over there was actually quite beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. If freaking people wouldn't just say, oh, death to America, and it actually would be a beautiful place,
Yeah, that kind of puts the kibosh on your good feelings about their fucking world and their lands.
Yeah, you tell them to shut the fuck up next time.
All right, gotcha.
God damn it, Abdul, you just go back and fuck that goat. Shut the fuck up.
Make me fucking send Trump over there, bud.
Well, he would run into an active shooter situation, so.
Yes, he would.
Goddamn right he would.
He said so.
Thank fucking man.
That's one thing. Trump talking about the whole gun control thing. I kind of, I support Second Amendment. Because I've been around guns all my life. I shot guns. I shot shotguns, 30-30s, 22 rifle, and of course being in the military, shooting the M4, the 240 Bravo, the SAW.
I want to shoot a SAW.
How many of those have got up and shot somebody by themselves?
I honestly like people.
No, the guns. How many of them have gotten up, loaded themselves, aimed, and shot? It's a fucking trick question. None of them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're not sentient yet, JC.
Yeah.
You never know, man.
Yeah. It's just that, it just kind of made me realize, being over there of how, just made me realize that life, life is short and you got to make sure you live it to the fullest, and you die, you die, and you don't want to die, but then, you can't forget those that paid the ultimate sacrifice, and just makes you realize. And also, who the hell is sucking the Robocock?
JC.
Hey, man, you know how I do it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Honestly, I'd rather smoke a nice relaxing cigar with some nice whiskey. That's living the dream right there.
JC
Sometimes
would rather smoke some blueberry fluid out of a toilet paper roll.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So,
On that beautiful note, let's move on to our second custom of the evening, which is the Powder Prime's Volcanus, or whatever the fuck Dinobot Combiner's name is. In these colors, he's cool.
I'm still gonna call it Futilitron.
These are shattered glass colors.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks really good. Like, I'm not gonna pick up any of the Power of the Primes Dinobots because honestly, I believe the Dinobots should never be combiners in the first place.
Agreed.
But honestly, the Shuriken King, I was looking at that. I'm like, damn, that thing actually looks pretty good. But then I picked up the MP Grimlock and then some of the Fans Project Dinobots. I'm like, yeah.
Did he make Sludge into a plesiosaur? Like a paddles? It looks like he did.
Yeah. It looks like it. Yeah.
That's awesome. They got fucking ground, air, and water now.
He's got a fucking Lego piece for the fucking, I guess what would be the shoulder or bicep joint.
Yeah, that Lego piece is the most solid thing on that figure. You shut up.
No, I got nothing. I use Lego all the time.
Nice.
I use them to stop people from walking into my yard.
But this Shattered Glass color scheme is pretty cool.
It looks way better than the factory.
Yeah, it matches the color scheme I did for a dinosaur robot, like a Mars Toys robot. It's actually the mascot for the What the Fuck Ever group. He's called Dregs. Because that's what all you followers are, dregs of humanity.
Now that I'm looking at it, that Shattered Glass swoop he's got on the left side, the way he painted it looks like Energon swoop.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it, yeah. Nice.
Maybe he just liked this color palette. He's like, all right, give me some black, give me some purple, give me orange, and throw a little teal in there.
Oh, yeah.
Painter in there.
But actually, I think it looks pretty good. I would actually have this in my collection.
Yeah, it looks way better than the original does.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah. Like, one thing I can say about customs is, for one, it's... who's the customizer again? Which one?
I don't know who it is. It came from a Dame Chalk report.
No. I mean, like, who's the customizer in here? I forgot who it was.
Oh, me.
It's Chris.
Okay, all right, Chris. So, anyways, like, one thing... Because now I've customized figures, too, from... movie version, trying to make sure that they look more movie accurate. But then now going into more of the one thing that I did with my MP Grimlock, I gave it I'm not a big fan of the Hasbro gray. I don't know how you feel about that. It's to me it looked like shit. So what I did, I gave my MP Grimlock a silver repaint, and then what I did, then after the silver and repainting some gold, put some red in, and repainting the head, I used shoe polish to weather the figure to make it look like it was battle worn and torn up a little bit, and then also using MP10, I guess the Nemesis Prime MP10 hands to use. I guess I found 3D printed posts to put on to give Grimlock the hand, so now he has posable fingers. So there was like this guy I found on eBay who had 3D printed parts. I bought the parts so Grimlock could have posable fingers and stuff. And also not only that, the hands came up with a better blaster for MP10. So hey, I killed two birds with one stone. And
with your with the shoe polish, what kind did you use? Was it like a liquid that dries hard?
Yeah, it was a liquid. It was a kiwi shoe polish. I actually picked it up. There's this guy on YouTube named, I don't know if you ever heard of him, but Cosplay Chris. He does some custom collectibles. So he did
Cosplay
Chris.
Oh,
He has a lot.
I'm like, Cosplay Chris. That's my fucking stripper name.
I was gonna say you're gonna sue him for infringement.
Yeah, that's Chris's Grindr fucking profile.
Fucking faggot.
It's just one thing I picked up from the guy, and honestly, seeing it on a Transformer figure, it looks good. And another thing, another thing custom related. I have an MP Soundwave, but it's not the official MP Soundwave. It's the Year of the Goat Soundwave.
Oh God.
Ugh, that was terrible.
Yeah. So, anyways, what I did, I repainted that to Generation 1 colors, along with
Did you put that on Facebook? Like the whole process of it? Because I remember about a year ago somebody doing that.
I think so, yeah. I think it's... I have it on my YouTube channel, too. I have a YouTube, so it's actually up on there. If you guys ever want to look at it, it's Iron Magnus. That's my YouTube handle. It has a picture of Optimus Prime from Generation 2 where he's getting, like, torn in half, but you can just look up John Hanson. I'm pretty sure you can find it. And honestly, doing it, because honestly, I don't get why Transformers, like if you're going to make a Transformer transparent, it's probably the stupidest thing ever. It's better to see them in what they are supposed to look like. And what I did with Soundwave, and what I did, I used black primer to cover everything, and then using some testers paints, and then finding and going on TF Source to pick up actual posable hands for it to balance everything out, because the original hands were gray, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna use that shit. So that's what I did, and then I'm just trying to plan out my next custom whenever I have the time to customize again. But honestly, I think, I find customizing Transformers a great release, and it just makes you feel better about everything too. It's just a relaxing process for me.
Hallelujah, brother, preach it.
And then my uncle wanted me to do a original character Dinozord from Dino Charge, so I'm working on that for him too.
Nice.
Yeah, he wanted a green, gold, and white color scheme on it. So it actually looks
cool.
Actually, it does look really cool. I just with Texas weather, it's been kind of crappy. So the only thing I have left to paint on it is the feet, and that's pretty much about it.
Cool.
Yeah. If you guys will excuse me for a second, nature calls, and I'm grabbing another beer.
Nice.
We'll vamp for a little bit before we move on to the other place.
I just had nature call too, and I left a big old poopy in the toilet.
Did you shit during the show?
I did.
Oh my god.
Well, he shits on the show. Might as well shit on the show.
Dude, I paused the show and I went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were like sitting there fucking live. Like,
fuck it, we'll do it live.
So John, what do you think?
I'm pretty civilized.
Oh, you thought he was coughing because of the vape. It was because he couldn't stand it.
Well, I wasn't coughing because of that. Vape don't make me cough.
He's coughing because of the stench.
Coughing because of something.
He's choking on some painter.
Fucking painters.
So when's Charity gonna fucking blow you?
Huh? Shit, man. No, that's not happening now that I just took a big old dump.
Yeah, you're not having any kids with that one.
You should have made her give you a fucking Blumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
What?
A Blumpkin.
What
I have
the fuck's a
heard that.
Blumpkin?
Are you kidding? You don't know what a Blumpkin is?
Oh, man, I'm
Wow.
not into all that weird shit.
Yeah, you're forgetting we're talking to fucking Vanilla Rice.
Yeah, that's right. A Blumpkin is when a lady, or if you're gay, the mouth receptacle fillets you to completion while you're taking a shit.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, it is.
It is a real thing.
It
Shut
is.
the fuck up.
I love breaking down fucking barriers, man. Like,
Yeah.
Like-
JC, like, fucking thinks vanilla is too spicy.
that fucking thing never would have occurred to him.
No, like, what the fuck is that about? Who does that shit?
People that are, like, really, really interesting, I guess. I don't know.
That doesn't sound interesting at all. That sounds gross.
Wait, have you ever tried it?
No.
He's thinking about it now, though.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
just,
God.
like, my own shit smell sometimes makes me dry heave. I can only imagine what that would do to a woman or,
Well, think about all the awesome gag noises.
Oh my god. She'd throw up on my dick.
Well, there's probably a name. There's probably a name for that act too.
I'm sorry, John, but you signed up for this shit.
There's a whole
It's all
segment
good.
of people
Hey,
who
honestly, it wouldn't be the first time, because when I was overseas, an NCO, he was infantry. He was funny shit. He was probably the best NCO I've ever met in my life. He asked this question: for $1 million, would you suck one dick or 10 dicks?
For $1 million?
For $1 million.
Oh man.
It's a
I'd
trick
at least
question.
suck one
It's
dick.
a trick question.
Well, he's gonna trick me, so what?
Anyways, he said that he would suck one dick for $1 million, and he said he would suck it to completion.
Oh God, I couldn't do that.
Just throwing it out there, I might do that too for that much money.
Because the infantry in the military, I figured out that there's gay, there's infantry gay. Because infantry gay, just you're soaking about so much random gay ass bullshit that they're not gay. Because he's married to a woman and he has kids, but he's infantry gay, so he's not gay. He's infantry gay.
What's the distinction?
So that's what JC is. He's infantry gay.
Like somebody who, like, once they get, back in the barracks are a little fucking femmy? Is that what the definition of infantry gay is?
JC's already prison gay.
Yeah, man, I ain't no fucking, I ain't nothing new.
Like when your bro sucks your dick and he doesn't say no homo after he's done.
Exactly.
Dirt?
Not your bro, Jesus Christ.
All right, speaking of brothers sucking dick, let's move on down to Ko Korner.
God.
Wait, hold on. I got a question for John. Hold up.
What?
I want to totally fucking take this shit off the rails. We're talking about fags in the military and shit. How do you feel about trans in the military?
Y'all wear the same uniform.
I'm just asking. I don't have an opinion personally. I just want to know from a guy in the Army's point of view, like, how do they feel?
It's honestly something I really can't say. It's just honestly it's disturbing because all right, for example, what if one of your kids joined the military and then they fell in love with a girl who turned out to be a chick with a dick? I mean that's a dude with tits or some shit like that.
Well, dude with tits is fairly common.
Or if you had what if you had a daughter who joined the military and the girl, she doesn't know that one of those female girls in the barracks is a dude.
Aren't y'all already not allowed to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but unless we're talking a fucking bosom buddies kind of situation, the fucking fag in the female barracks with the dick is not there to fuck the chick, so it doesn't matter.
God damn, this is off the rails.
It's just like I can't. It's something I really can't say. It's just it makes me wonder because 3 years ago in the military.
Right.
It's like, okay, here's basic training. Do basic training. Here's AIT. Do AIT. Here's your first duty station. There you are. And stuff like that. And then,
did you say basic training or basic tranny?
Basic training. Basic training. Not training. Trainee. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus.
All right, John, we're going to do our laps, and when we're done, we're all hitting the showers, but stay away from Terry.
Yeah.
Stay away from Terry and Pat.
So it's obviously you're not, you have some fairly negative feelings towards it?
Hey,
would that be fair to say?
If you want to serve in the military, hey, more power to you. But stay the fuck away from me.
Come on, boys, let's all get in a foxhole together. and then we're gonna rename it the Foxhole.
Oh God, man. Hey, Bedbugs, you're sober. What do you think?
Who said I was sober?
Oh shit. All right, so wait, where are we at? An hour and 12 minutes. Mark. Gonna have to edit this out.
Why?
God, no, you don't edit shit.
No.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Let's gain our composure and vomit ourselves down the KO corner.
Speaking of things pretending to be what they're not.
Oh, nice segue.
You're welcome.
First up is a bunch of fucking realistic looking packaged guns that are apparently Transformers.
I swear to God, my Apollyon looks better than this shit.
I mean, they are garbage, but like, look at the fucking when they're packaged in their gun form.
Yeah, look at that.
God damn it, that's fucking realistic looking.
Hey, Mommy, look at this! I want a gun!
Yeah.
Mama, I want a Sig Sauer.
Look, it's Officer Jeff. Let me show him my gun.
Put it down! Put it down!
Oh, man, we probably offended like 100 people already.
Probably.
And that's hard, because we only have like 6 fucking people that listen.
We aspire to great things.
Wow.
We're going to lose John after this episode.
No, I think he's having a good time.
Oh, man.
This is what we do. It's like therapy. People should pay us for this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man. I want the little revolver transformer, though.
Okay, where do they sell these at? Big Lots?
They sell these in hell.
They sell these
Right.
in a fucking country you ain't gonna find yourself dead in.
Yo, these are apparently made out of metal. It says metal on the packaging.
No, they kind of fucking... Man, that's crazy.
No, they're just saying that they're
Be like
really
one of
metal.
the, be like one, the revolver would be like that cat pistol you buy in the Dollar General and just buy all the cats and go.
Man, I want to buy that thing already now. That sounds awesome.
I would take one of each. I mean, I like the fucking Mauser too, and the
Yeah,
Desert
these
Eagle.
are badass.
The Desert
Actually.
Eagle looks badass.
That one, the fucking Megatron looking one is garbage, yo.
I mean,
P,
as-
is that
It
P38?
still
Not
looks
P38.
like it will get a motherfucker shot and killed.
Yeah, but
Like
it's
some
like
little kid.
yeah, but that thing's tiny. It's like the size of your dick.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh, I got a small peener. I don't give a fuck.
It'll get smaller if you buy these.
Yeah, true.
Oh God.
Yeah, the robot modes are fucking garbage. Basically, it's the barrel of the gun is one arm, the
Yeah.
back and the hammer of the fucking gun is the other arm, and the hand grip pulls apart and becomes legs. So you
Fuck, I
pull up the
wanna-
head.
I want to see that Mauser's fucking robot mode.
Do you think it
got
has a
one
little
fucking-
swastika on it?
No, it's yeah, probably, but it's got a little gimmick.
Whoa. Okay, that's taking a little farther, but
You can see a picture of it on the packaging there.
Yeah, but I can't tell what's
Not
going on. It looks like
really.
he's glowing and shit.
Yeah.
It's the same robot on the top of the package on all of them.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, look,
True
the
statement.
one package Desert Eagle as a gun and the other one in robot mode. So I'm assuming it's the same toy. We just like to give you a package of variation. Correct them all.
Correct. Yeah, you need to correct them. That's for damn sure.
Those things are probably 50 cents, man.
This is a Mazda. We shall let you buy it today from these very welcoming knockoff store.
Who are you
Hail
talking
Hydra.
Hail
to?
Hydra.
You sound like a highfalutin Filipino.
Gestapo.
Yes. All right. That was those things.
That's
Next
two more
up-
listen's gone.
Yeah. Next up is our.
Don't leave, Will.
I don't leave Yule either.
Come on, Will. Don't turn it off, man.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll redeem JC before it's over. Not really, though.
Okay.
What
Next
is
up
this shit?
is Sir Toys, CCB, Combiner Wars, Bruticus, and Defensor knockoffs. These are one-to-one knockoffs of the
What?
Hasbro.
Why would
Which-
you even do this?
Exactly. It makes no fucking financial sense to me.
Why are his arms so long?
I was gonna say the arms look a lot longer than the Hasbro releases, but
hey,
I don't
honestly,
think the arms are long so much as they didn't extend the legs right or something.
honestly, my I know KOs suck, but
No, they don't.
honestly, my KO Warbotron by Jim Bao looks a hell of a lot better than this shit.
Well, everything looks better than this shit.
Oh, shit.
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fucking Jim Bob Warbotron looks better than this shit.
Jim Bob.
Jim Bob Warbotron. It's where I go down. I go down to Jim Bob. He's a whittler, and I bring him a couple pieces of wood, and Jim Bob makes me a Warbotron.
That'd be tight as fuck.
It's actually Jin Bao. I actually bought a KO Warbotron because I love the way that version of Bruticus looks because I've been around military vehicles for almost 3 years.
It's fucking badass.
Yeah, I have the real one up on the shelf right next to me.
Yeah, I looked up the pricing on that. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, the good news is you can buy a real one for like $175 now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, cheap as shit now. Yeah.
But the real one is significantly smaller.
And the hips didn't hold up well over time.
Mine did.
No, they didn't. Pick it up
Mine
and shake
fucking
it.
did. I've messed it up before. My Ferro Rex fell apart, but the fucking Warbotron is good.
Nah, his Warbotron is fine because that's the one he would fucking come on all the time. It's like, oh man, I love this figure so goddamn much. I'm gonna seize these joints.
No, man, my Warbotron's always been good. It's the Ferro Rex that has loose ass hips.
My Ferro Rex has some fucking terrible hips.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a nice push. I don't know how that worked,
But anyways, the Warbotron I've been talking about, I've been thinking about even though it's a KO, and I've been thinking about customizing it, making it look more realistic to military vehicles like
fucking
Onslaught.
do it.
Oh fuck yeah, I want to. I just wish I could find room to put shit because I have.
Oh, yeah.
So here I got May Toy Starscream, I got my custom MP Soundwave, I got my Apollyon, then I got Coulter, then I got MB10, then I got some Marvel figures, Yamaguchi Spider-Gwen, Mezco, Deadpool, SH Figure Arts, Doctor Strange, SH Figure Arts, Iron Man, my MP G1 Bumblebee, my MP Wheeljack, my MP Movie Bumblebee. Then
you
I
have
got
all that in the barracks?
Then I got my Carnifex, and then I got Grimlock, and then I got Six Shot.
You have all that in the barracks?
Yeah, I got all that shit in my room.
Isn't that a safety hazard?
And none of the other enlisted fucking come in and be like, yo, faggot, what do you got here?
Actually,
no, because Homeboy has a rifle all the time.
Actually,
So do they all.
My new roommate that just came, he asked me, like, are those Transformer? Is that a Transformer? Like, yeah. He's like, we're going to get along just fine. I'm like,
nice.
Right.
Nice.
Bet.
And then he said, are you a transgender?
He's like, oh my god.
He's like, how trans do you go, baby?
Jesus.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, you started it, JC. I'd never thought to ask that.
I just was asking a question, man. I'm just like...
JC, that's what keeps him up. That's what keeps JC awake at night.
Oh my
What?
god.
Is wondering about that.
Oh my
That's not
god.
true.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
is.
true at all. Don't lie.
I don't know, because you're the one that was thinking about it. I didn't think about
Well,
it.
I just thought of it, you know?
I think they should repaint this Bruticus into fucking Optimus Primal. And the big old arms.
It looks so ridiculous. Like, they could have made the Commander Wars Bruticus so much better. Even Blastoff is a space shuttle, not a fucking jet. And
Yeah, he is.
Well,
the guns
to be fair, it didn't fucking make sense to begin with that he was a space shuttle. He should have been a jet.
good point. I kind of see that.
As a matter of fact, in the cartoon, he went from a fucking, I think it was a Spitfire or something, to fucking, to that.
Well, he's a space shuttle, so if they start losing, he can get the fuck out of there. He's the last man standing, dude.
But then again, Astro Train's a space shuttle, so if they had Bruticus in the Generation 1 movie and Blastoff was taking the Decepticons back to Cybertron, then Blastoff would have said, jettison some weight or I'll never make it back to Cybertron.
That would have been awesome.
Actually, it would have been. Actually, I think the Combaticons and Devastator would have fucking fucked a lot of shit up.
Yeah. So nobody's buying this garbage.
No.
Yeah,
No.
probably.
You could probably get your Rook cheap.
I
What
hate
you
the
looking for?
first aid. First aid.
Yeah, whatever it is.
I think I still have Rook's sorry ass around. Yeah, I still have Rook's sorry ass around here.
And you could also get the entire oversized set. You saw how they look.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but I need him chunk scale.
Painter.
Oh.
All right, so let's move the show along with
All right, what do we got?
Catfish's Catch of the Week.
Oh shit! All right, yeah, I caught a frothy buzz this week. I went.
Right now.
Yeah, well, I do got a buzz right now, but it's all good. I don't have to work tomorrow, so
Nice.
Lucky.
But I went to Mr. Dustin Anderson's house and had a meet up with him on Saturday. And, yeah, we went to some comic book shops and had a few meals.
Did you kiss his ring?
No, I didn't kiss his ring, but motherfucker wears a lot of rings.
Yeah, he does.
I don't get men who wear rings, man.
He's just gangster like that, man. He's all Decepticon gangster.
I'm gonna plow your snow and then I'm gonna plow your woman.
Fucking that tight ass fucking car. I can tell you that much.
Nice. Did y'all
yeah,
shag in the back of the car?
No, we just got fucked up all day. Like, he got me fucked up all day, paid for all my food, drove me around in his hot rod all day. It was a pretty good time.
Yeah, he was really trying to get to second base.
So yeah, man, I caught a frothy buzz. I could barely drive home.
God, that's terrible, man.
But I did end up driving home at night, so it was fine.
How bad were you when you took the wheel to go home?
Iowa is flat anyway.
I was pretty fucked up, but it was all good.
God damn it.
I mean, I wasn't, like, inebriated to where I couldn't drive. Like, I could have passed a breathalyzer, no problem.
Okay. So you were legally drunk, just not fucking... Where's home fucking drunk?
Yeah. It was more like I just drank all day long, and, and I was just off at dinner and off my buzz, I waited like an hour and then went home.
Well, during that day, did you do anything interesting?
I played with Dustin's toys. I hollered at his old lady.
You did what now?
I hollered at his old lady.
Oh, man, you shouldn't do that. It's his old lady.
I know, I couldn't help it, though. And, that's it, man. We went to some restaurants and fucking went to a bunch of comic book stores.
Nice.
And, I bought some Transformers, and it was cool.
Robots in disguise.
There was something, lawnmower.
Oh, God, and we fucking ran over a goddamn toy with a lawnmower. Man, that was
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he's like, this toy ain't even bad. He still ran over the fucking lawnmower. You want to impress me, JC? Do that to your MMC shit and fucking film it.
Oh.
No. Do it. Oh, let's see how many people drop you as a friend on fucking Facebook. Do it.
No. But yeah, we reviewed it, and then we ran it over with the lawnmower.
Nice.
All fucked up and shit. So that was a good time. So that's what I caught.
Dustin has taken the pieces and put them back in a package. Last I heard, he was going to try and take them back to the store.
I don't know if that went through or not, so we'll have to find out. Or he might be sending them off. Like, he might be sending them off to one of you guys.
Yeah. Well, I wanted those things so I could put them together. Put it back together with some glue and see what it looks like.
It's going to be so fucking bad.
It would be awesome.
What you should do is just put the pile on like a thing that's not going to get all fucked up or whatever, and just pour the glue on top of it, and whatever fucking way the pieces lie, they lie.
But yeah, next time I'll do it in more of an enclosed space so we can keep the pieces and put the shit back together. Let's see what it is. I need some more M80s and shit.
Yeah, you do.
It's just coming back in season.
Yep, it'll be here soon. Stock up this year.
All right. Hey, Bedbugs. Let's blow up some prices in Bedbugs Bargain Bin.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
I'm looking at these photos and I see a horribly colored Astrotrain, and I'm guessing that one is red and brown Blitzwing.
That
Yeah.
is correct.
Why?
This was a reissue 2-pack that Hasbro released a while ago.
They won't give us the original ones again, but they'll give us this shit.
And they won't tell us who killed Tupac.
Oh, dear.
But anyway, not many places have had any really good deals other than BBTS, unfortunately. So that's where this one comes from.
Badass toys from bigbadtoystore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So their original retail price on this 2-pack was $80, and which was ridiculous for these two weirdly painted reissues, but whatever.
Why are they painted like this?
I have no idea.
Because they said we have fucking orange and blue left over and white, and brown and fucking red for the other one.
I know some people say that the Blitzwing looks like the Duocon flywheels.
No,
That's
it doesn't.
dumb.
Whatever.
Yo, it looks like a fucking pair of diarrhea period panties with a tampon.
Wait, we'll get to that.
Jeez, oh my god.
Anyway, this thing is half off right now at BBTS. $40 instead of $80, so $20 each for these toys, which, as ridiculously colored as they are, isn't that bad of a price. But
I want to customize these into something.
I could see that.
There are worse painted Transformers, such as that clear Soundwave that you had mentioned earlier.
Yes, I
that
agree.
you could waste money on.
He painted those. I like the way Astrotrain's wearing that thing as a fucking cod piece.
Oh my god.
It's like he's got like a fucking pig penis or something attached to his stomach. Hey, Blitzwing, look at this, and it just unfolds. God, those things are horrible looking, man. They're terrible.
Yes, they are. But they're dirt cheap right now, so.
This is a toy item that 50 years from now, mint into a box will still be worthless. Look at it. I never realized how short Astrotrain's arms are. Look at those things, man.
Oh, they are fucking stubby as fuck.
Yeah, man.
It's
It
like
looks
that
even worse in white.
It's like that one guy in Scary Movie where he's like, "Let me just use my strong hand."
Take my strong hand.
But as if he had like two of them, just look awkwardly strange and shit.
His arms are so short he can't even reach that fucking chest piece.
And doesn't G1 Astrotrain's gun, isn't it like fucking huge?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Like pew pew.
Doesn't plug in anywhere in vehicle mode either.
No, none of them do, I don't think.
Oh god.
Well, thank you for that wonderful, if not god-awful fucking ugly bargain.
Yeah, nobody's buying this because it's on sale. You should blow some of these up.
You order them, man. I'll blow them up.
Oh
Yeah, man.
All right, why don't we move on to the meat of the show, the asshole of the week.
Originally I didn't have one tonight, but I decided to put Facebook snitches on blast again. These motherfuckers have been running wild all day. So if you screenshot some shit in a group and post it in another group to be funny, you are an asshole. That's pretty much the long and short of it, man. I'm not even going to get into the whole story.
What about when we do it?
What was that?
I was gonna say, didn't this all start from you screenshotting something else and putting it in Hardcore?
That's partially true, but that's the secret. But no, that's not.
That's exactly what it is.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, but like, yeah, but I did it But no, wait. It was But if I, oh shit, yeah, you're right. I'm an asshole too.
Well, we already knew that, but still,
I'm talking about you, fucker.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So it's not really fair, but you know, that dude pissed me off today. But it's fine.
Stop doing what I do, damn it.
And I guess that's all you have to say about that, huh?
That's all I got for asshole of the week, man. Nothing major.
All right. Well, with that, we will move along the show into the reason why you're here, our always enlightening guest segment.
Oh, I thought it was the nude pics.
Well, that comes next. So,
right.
John, you want to tell us anything interesting about yourself, not in the questions here? Anything you feel like you want to put out there about yourself? Don't ask, don't tell is not in effect here, so if you've got anything to come clear about...
Holy, that's fucked up, man. Well, what can I say about myself? I'm just a, just a lonely, hometown guy, just...
Living in a lonely world.
Oh, so lonely. I lived in Wisconsin for most of my life, and just...
What part of Wisconsin?
Part with the cows.
About...
And cheese.
And
the drunks.
Maybe about an hour to an hour and a half from the border of Illinois, so we were pretty close. And
So like Edgerton or what?
Broadhead.
Oh yeah.
Which is close to Monroe, which is where Chris lives. And see here, I met Chris, my buddy. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah, Chris.
Welty.
Jerky Man.
Yeah, Jerky Man. Yeah.
Old fucking meat stick.
You still got a line on them from DairyCon, right? You
God
still bringing a whole
damn right,
shitload
boy,
for you?
you bringing me some meat.
I bet he is.
Maybe you can work out a trade.
Oh.
The first time I met Chris was probably because him and my cousin they were friends back in back in high school, but then throughout years they became distant. And then I think I probably met him a few times because my cousin was a Boy Scout, and I probably saw him once or twice. And then when we officially met was through Airsoft. I think it was we met because my cousin told me about him, and then we met. We hung out. We actually did go to Wizard World in Madison, which was fucking fantastic. I met in one of the pictures I sent. I met the guy who played Dr. Beckett from Stargate Atlantis, and tell you a funny story about that. Anyways, they had they were serving some free samples of Dr. McCullough. It's like a
liquor,
yeah. And then he comes. I see him. He's actually getting some. He's like, "Hey, this man here actually protects your country." And I'm like, "Thanks, man." And of course, I was dressed up as Captain America, and it was actually, oh hell yeah, it was actually a great conversation. Just talking with someone famous. He was actually just talking to someone on the block, And it would have been really cool to, meet Stan Lee, but, that line was a mile long, which I was like, no, I'm just going to meet one of the lower guests. And actually, that was probably the greatest experience of the con, and finding an MP Blue Streak.
Oh, nice.
That was really cool. I'm like, wow,
I need one.
I got really lucky on finding that one. And then Chris, he actually picked up some stuff too, but see here, I'm an uncle. I got a nephew back home. My family's, family. That's another topic for another day. But, the military's taught me a bunch of different things, and, I'm just making it through just like everyone else, dealing with the bullshit day in, day out, waking up at the ass crack of dawn, just to, America.
Fuck yeah.
Down there guarding the border.
Of course. But you know,
Freedom
there's
shit.
I like to draw. That's one of my other hobbies. I got I'm actually one of the drawings I did is actually an idea for my next tattoo. I'm planning on getting Generation 1 Optimus Megatron on my right forearm because my right arm is going to be my fuck it arm, and my left arm is going to be my family arm.
Nice.
And then, so my next tattoo idea is with Generation 1 Megatron and Optimus with a quote from the recent Transformers movie.
Well, do me a favor. When you cross your arms, make sure the family's on top of the fucking arm.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I got you. Actually, the tattoo I designed was my first tattoo is a deer skull, which is my dad. Then the Celtic symbol for everlasting love is my mom. The horse is my sister, and then the horse.
And Bugs is laughing as a horse.
And then the sword just represents me. Then I got my last name and kind of like a stone with some cracks in it for struggles and whatnot. Then I got my nephew's birthday on there. Then my other tattoo is my military one, which is a skull with a beret on it, saying with a tomahawk that says "Don't tread on me," with an American flag dog tag. An eagle feather, and a rattlesnake.
You got a lot of tattoos.
That's fucking
And of course,
badass.
and I'm planning on getting a third one, so...
Well, make sure you send pictures of those in your thing.
Yeah,
we're talking about it, so people might want to see it.
Oh, yeah. And it's just being in the military just made me, appreciate more in life, too, and... you can't take everything for granted. You got one life. You just got to live it to the fullest as much as possible. And this was actually one of my biggest goals in life because after high school, of course, I had odd jobs here and there and stuff like that. And this is the one goal I was driving toward. And I'm finally glad I'm here and doing what I can. I'm part of the 1% that serves America, and I'm proud to. I've met so many brothers and sisters overseas, in the Air Force, few people in the Marine Corps, and I got a few buddies of mine here in Fort Hood that were from my old unit, and then they went to different units. Or one of my buddies is actually going to Germany the next few months here, so he's lucky. And then depending on where my path of life leads, if I stay in. My first request is get the hell out of here, or just go reserves in college because I'm probably, if anything, I might go to college for law enforcement or something to do with my art. I don't know yet.
Either I'm gonna crush skulls or I'm gonna paint ponies.
Oh my god! Wow!
Why not both?
Wow! That's...
Chris is terrible, man.
Fucking asshole.
Well, it's a little varied, wouldn't you say? Like law enforcement or fine arts. But I digress.
Law enforcement into an art.
You could.
Well, a very simple solution. You ask a cop how much he makes, and you ask an artist how much they make in a year.
Yeah,
and you'll make your decision very quickly.
Yeah.
And then the artist counters like, well, how many artists get shot at every fucking day, faggot?
Yeah, I get the point.
It depends. Are the artists running around with knockoff gun Transformer toys?
Oh my gosh.
So, are you ready to be attacked by the 13 questions?
Yeah. Let's rock and roll.
All right, you have them in front of you, so you can read along, but I will read them aloud to you.
Okay.
You're gonna be crouching in your foxhole by the end of this.
All right.
What is your preferred name or handle?
Honestly, back in high school, one of my buddies gave me the nickname J-Dog, and my aunt called me John. So J-Dog is probably the most preferred nickname I'd rather go by. But ever since the military, everyone's called me Hanston. So
Dude,
yeah.
That is so funny, man. I used to have a friend that used to call me J-Dog, too.
All right.
Now they just call you JoJo the Idiot Circus Boy.
What year were you born?
I was born May 27th of 1993.
Oh my fucking god.
Are you a youngin'? Yeah.
Yep, 24.
Christ, I was already fucking out of high school 2 years. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
All right. What's your favorite sandwich?
Oh man, that's actually a tough one.
That's an important one, though.
It is. Honestly, if I'm a big fan of Subway. I love going to Subway, but if
All right, you're out. You're out.
I
wow.
like Subway too, though.
Honestly, like if I had to make a sandwich, it'd be a steak sandwich.
Like a steak and cheese, or like just steak?
And it would be steak. It would be lettuce, tomato. It'd just be like the most boss sandwich ever made, and maybe like spice it up a little bit. Maybe have like a fried egg on it with some like French bread or something. Just crunch into and just dig in. And it would actually the steak wouldn't be steak. It'd be venison.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do they serve that on base?
No, they don't. Sorry.
What is your favorite meal on base? That's not something from like, like, man, I don't know what they bring you, but like something that's actually fair.
Honestly,
Bread and water.
If I went to the main post exchange right now, it would be either Japanese or going to the den and getting a bacon avocado burger.
That's a new one. Never heard that before. Sounds kind of good.
It's actually good. It's actually a club burger. So they have 2 slices of bread. They have the patty, avocado, bacon. I think lettuce and tomato. It's just it's amazing. It's like one of my go-to burgers when I go to the den.
That's making me hungry.
It's actually really good. And then of course Japanese food is always good. Actually, the place I want to go to again is Kojibo, where they serve some sushi, which is actually pretty amazing.
Y'all have sushi on base?
It's actually off post. So I have to drive off post to go to Kojibo and get some. Go to off post to get some Kojibo, which is like sushi. I haven't tried the ramen yet, so yeah, pretty much.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what is your favorite music?
Honestly, I love rock. I'm a huge rock guy. I have somewhat of a kind of like a little country.
No.
Yeah, boy.
No.
But
What's
it's honestly I think
just let it out, bro. It's all good.
Were you in the country before you went to Texas?
no, of course not. I actually my sister actually introduced me to more country music. But then yeah, I've just been listening to the older country music like Johnny Cash and stuff,
Johnny Cash gets a pass.
Well, of course. No, the Man in Black, come on, it's classic. You got Ain't No Grave, God's Gonna Cut You Down, The Man Comes Around, Won't Back Down,
Folsom Prison.
Oh yes, yeah, Folsom Prison. My dad was actually trying to learn. He has the guitars and stuff. Honestly, if I could buy a guitar, I'd buy one off my dad because he got an acoustic and an electric. And I also would buy electric because it's actually a very, very beautiful guitar, and it's just something I would love to get into because my dad got into it. I wish I got into it. When I was back in high school, I was a trumpet player in the band, so yeah. And then guitar always interests me. I just wish I just need to pick it up,
So you went from trumpet player to bugle boy.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. So what got you into collecting? You're too young to say back into collecting.
What got me into collecting was my uncle. My uncle, he actually had so many different. Of course, I told that I'm doing a custom Megazord for him. He has a huge collection, and my uncle's like 35 years old and lives with my
Oh God,
grandparents.
that makes me feel old as shit.
And he has the recent purchase he got was Power of the Prime's Rodimus. He says it's pretty good. hey, whatever works. And yeah, that's what got me into collecting and watching Beast Wars and RID with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was in basic training, I had that pause from collecting and buying and getting Transformers and stuff. And then when I got, I think it was a few years later. It was a few years later in the military. I just started really getting into buying more TFs and stuff like that.
Okay. And what scale do you collect?
Honestly, it's right now. Well, way back then, it's been from Armada to Energon to Cybertron, and then the Movieverse, and then now MPs and third parties. So I guess do you count that as chug or not really chug, or I really don't. No, I really don't see the different. Well, like if you want the higher quality, like yeah, get the higher quality. But if you want go chug. I guess it really doesn't really matter to me because I guess I'm young. It's still like I guess it's a young collector. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's my answer to that one.
Okay. Do you have any Focus collections or any non-Transformers collections?
Right now it's just been Marvel stuff. Some SH figure arts. I actually the next wave of SH figure arts of Marvel, they're actually releasing some Infinity War stuff, which actually kind of grasped my interest, especially that new Iron Man that's going to be coming out. I'm like, damn, the thing looks pretty good. So,
yeah, it looks pretty good, man.
God, I'm looking forward to Infinity War. It's gonna be fucking amazing. Oh, God.
You all right? You need a moment?
I'm good.
All right.
All right.
The most important question next to the sandwich question. To KO or not to KO?
I've already told you guys about how I feel about KOs. I actually got a few KOs in my collection, especially the Jimbao Bruticus and then my Clone Droid 6-shot, which is based off the Hexatron. Whoosh.
So you have no problem with it.
I really don't like it. If it's a good quality KO, then I really don't see difference. Especially that if you think about it, isn't whatever Takara makes, and then Hasbro brings over. That's kind of because usually some of the Takara stuff's better than the Hasbro stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, isn't Hasbro kind of knockoffing Takara in a way? It's just kind of my logic.
That's a paradox. What came first, chicken or the egg?
Exactly. And honestly, like the higher KOs I've were just been the Jimbao Warbotron, because honestly I was not gonna pay like so much fucking money for.
Hey, who's fucking hammering in a fucking circus tent?
It's not me this time. Just saying.
But yeah, I was not going to pay a lot of money for a third-party Bruticus, so I saw the Jimbao. And honestly, the Jimbao Bruticus is really good scale. It actually scales with most of the Masterpiece figures I have. So honestly, actually really good.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. What movie makes you cry?
Oh, jeez, that's a tough one. I'm not going to lie. I guess Dances with Wolves.
Okay.
The shot where the part where Cisco gets shot. That was pretty scarring, especially for my sister. My sister bawled her eyes out. I guess that kind of brings back some memories, and I'm about to shed a tear. That was pretty bad. Still a great movie though. It's a great movie. My dad. It was one of my dad's favorite movies, especially Titanic. Actually, Titanic might make you cry too. Depends on how you look at it.
No, Titanic I laughed at.
I actually did laugh too.
I was in the fucking theater in the fucking 97, with my ex-wife, and I'm looking at all the fucking girls' heads, like, ducking down, like, to try find a fucking tissue, and then you hear the sniffles, and I'm like, are you fucking bitches kidding me? But whatever, I'm a heartless cunt.
You try being in the military, you become quite heartless. Even worse. Do you feel like you have no soul?
Well, too late.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
Have you done anything untoward for your toy addiction?
What does that mean exactly?
Untoward means anything that you wouldn't be proud of admitting to. Like, it just doesn't... Like, you've done something like maybe you sold, your sister's favorite thing to get money so you could buy a fucking robot.
Honestly, it would have to do with my first collection. It was mainly the Armada Energon Cybertron line. It was because, for one, it was what I grew up with. Because right after RID and Beast War, of course, I did collect some RID stuff. Like, the only RID thing I have is the train combiners. Everything else is gone. Like, it sucked. Honestly, it was actually a good deal. Like, I got like almost $400 out of all that stuff, and it was a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, it sucked, but it was something I could live with, because it felt like it was a part of me growing up to the next generation, like where I'm at now, with everything I've collected, and whatever Transformers I have back home, still in the attic, it would be stuff that I would be okay letting go of. It's just, to me, it's just like, I'm not going to get out of this. I'm not. I already know that. It's just, I've slowed down. It's just, to me, it feels like I'm getting more grown up into more of the grown up Transformer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the best way to look at it. It's been a good journey with the Transformers, and especially, I'm not gonna lie, the very first Transformer movie I saw was the Generation 1 Transformers movie. So, and I guess the Generation 1 stuff there has been kind of more, actually the Generation 1 stuff has been grasping more and more interest in me instead of the movieverse stuff nowadays.
Because it's fucking awesome, and it always will be.
It'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm having a little bit of that myself lately.
Mm-hmm. So, of the female or male, if you're gonna, come
female.
out or anything. Okay, female. Slow down.
Jesus Christ.
Tits, ass, legs, face, or other. What is your favorite body part?
Honestly, how I feel personally is, that's a tough one, actually. She has a good-looking face. Perfect. Honestly, it would have to be everything. Like, if she has a good-looking face, great. It's about how you carry yourself. Like, if she has a good-looking body and she knows how to take care of herself, perfect. And if she has an amazing personality, even better. But if I had to pick one of the was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Probably a good sized pair of tits.
It's always the tits.
I like how that went from if she's got this and she's
She got
perfect,
a nice personality.
if she's perfect, then she's perfect and great. And if she's even got a great personality, then that makes it better. That makes perfect better. But then I like tits.
Yeah. Hey, fucking around.
All right. What is a weird thing about you? A idiosyncrasy or something you're afraid of?
He likes tits.
Honestly, I guess it's just losing friends and family. Everything going on back home has just been kind of complicated, and just being in the military just kind of makes me feel a little distant from everyone too. Mm-hmm. And just losing that just kind of dwells on me a little bit, and especially friends and family. Like, I still have friends back home that keep in touch with me. It's just family that's just been kind of out of touch, And this one thing that's mainly the one thing I'm afraid of losing is friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that family's supposed to be forever, but some people in my family, they kind of, that's a topic for another day. It's a complicated mess. I can't go into detail.
I was gonna say we've been known as the show where you can open up.
Yeah.
Go
Anything
for it,
you want to
bro.
say?
Get it.
If you don't feel that you can actually talk to your family in person, use this show as a springboard. Say it here, and then play the show for them.
Yeah, that way they can listen to all the other shit first.
Yeah.
All right. But it's complicated. I appreciate it, guys. I do. It's just
No, it's
We're messing
family
with
shit.
you, man.
Yeah, you don't need to
you're on
fucking
this
air your
show.
fucking
Why are
shit.
these boys talking about transgenders?
Jesus Christ.
And to close it up with another one, what's your go-to sex position? What's your power move?
I've only had sex once, so missionary.
Nice.
Okay.
Was it
Michael
with a
Moore.
missionary or was it missionary?
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
A Spanish missionary?
All right, so I have some questions for you guys.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Okay. All right. My first question is: there's been a lot of talk about this so-called rumor about rebooting the Transformers franchise. So, what would you guys want to see the most if this shit went down? A fully rebooted Transformers franchise. Would you want to see in live action? Would you want to see in animation? Would you want to see a more modern look? What would you want to see the most?
A plot that makes sense.
Yeah. It's got to
I
start
agree.
with the
Okay.
story. I mean, it has to have a good story, or at least the bones of a good story.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, I'm tired of the movies constantly getting nominated and winning the Raspberry Awards.
Mm.
I mean, it got nominated this year, but it got beat up by a bunch of other terrible films. But it's just it's a statement that the writing has been bad ever since the second movie. And some people might have opinions about the first one, but I thought the first one was okay. But whatever. The fact is that the plot since the second movie has not been good, and even though you have enough special effects to dazzle everybody and get butts in the seats, as evident with the fifth movie, the seats were not getting filled anymore. The effects weren't enough because the story just didn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Lost Light made into a fucking animated movie.
Ooh. Honestly, one thing I would love to see is Last Stand of the Wreckers, an animated feature.
Well, that's a default. I didn't want to say the default.
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants. I want that too.
Fuck yeah, that's like one of my favorite storylines, especially that's one thing I like about the Carnifex I have now. It's just how fucking psychotic Overlord was in that comic book series. Just freaking insane.
Hey, John, I got a quick question for you, man. Don't
What's
you
up?
think that only a real moron would ever sell Carnifex?
Honestly, if you gotta make money, you gotta make money. But if
What
you
if you didn't have to make money? What if you didn't have to make money?
believe this is fucking Carnifex, like second to Jim Bob Bruticus combined. Carnifex is the second biggest Transformer I have.
Isn't he also one of the best?
It's actually quite posable. Its transformations are pretty fucking amazing, and not only that, the head sculpt, just the grin and the damaged eye just looks IDW.
Yeah, I love his ass.
I distinctly remember at TFCon when all you fuckers were buying that thing, and JC was trying to talk me into doing it too. It's like, nah, I'm good. No,
You're going to JC's later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's not Overlord's fault that he's on the cut list. It's just I need that shelf space, and it's a good figure. He served me well, but like I'm moving on with my life.
Terrible, man.
I'm gonna pick up the fans hobby Overlord now.
I think this looks all right, man. But I think this Carnifex is going to be the best Overlord ever made.
Probably.
So
I don't need the best.
I haven't answered yet.
Okay, all right, sorry, man.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish. And I don't think JC is rung in with his answer on that.
What? What I
What-
like.
JC
what-
doesn't
yeah,
even
what do
know
you wanna
what we're
say?
doing right now.
No, he doesn't.
No, I do actually. I would want to see Michael Bay come back and just keep going with what he's doing now.
Go fuck yourself with your own fucking dick.
Okay. All right.
I'm fucking for real on that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Shut up. Oh.
JC wants Transformers 6 Age of the Wreckers. It's just a bunch of NASCARs, and they're driving around wrecking.
Hey man,
Now-
the records were tight as fuck, dude.
What I would love to see would be a Studio Ox animation style, or anime without the fucking big wide-eyed,
Old
fucking
Macross
characters. You know,
Okay.
give me fucking Call of the Primitives all day.
Yeah.
Just a whole series like that. You know, maybe even the HBO animated Spawn.
Okay.
You know, just
Alright.
take the stories that are already out there, the IDW stories, the Spotlight fucking stories, do one-offs. You know, just fucking keep me interested.
Okay. All right. So, preferred beer.
None.
Vodka. Well, if I have to do beer, Guinness.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Guinness is
Fuck
one of
yeah.
my beers.
Drink that shit up, man. God.
And if I have to drink, Yingling.
Okay. All right.
I stick with apple ale. I'm not much of a regular beer person.
Apple ale's pretty good shit.
I don't fucking drink beer. But if I had to, I'd just drink a Bud Heavy.
Okay.
You know, or a Bud Light if, you know, my wife's purse is holding.
Clydesdale
Yeah.
Kiss.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
JC's wife is a mutant. Her ability is to spontaneously generate Bud Lights.
So I already know JC's answer to this probably. So what's the better universe, DC or Marvel?
Marvel all the way.
DC.
All right.
You're talking about the cinematic universe is Marvel all the way.
Exactly. Yeah, cinematic universe.
I'm talking about comics, too.
Okay. All right.
So let's move on to the next segment.
All right, go ahead. Let's
Hold on. You got any
Hang
more
on, man.
questions?
Wait, I didn't. Yeah, man, it's very rare a listener brings us
Fuck
questions.
down.
Yeah, man, what up? I know Bugs ain't feeling too well.
Yeah.
I think he wants to tap out soon.
All right.
Tap,
So
Bugs. Tap.
this is my final question.
Oh wait, I didn't get to answer the last one.
Okay, sorry. man,
Marvel
go
or
ahead.
DC?
Marvel, all the fucking way. Although I'm a big
Lies.
fan of Superman and Batman, but the truth is most of my Marvel DC experiences are movies, and the Marvel ones are just a whole lot better.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I grew up with Batman and Superman and fucking Wonder
Same
Woman
here.
and all that shit.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm not
didn't
old
really-
enough to remember when Christopher Reeves came out, okay?
Yeah. Well, like I didn't even really know who Iron Man was until the first movie came out.
But he was a damn good Iron Man, wasn't he?
He
Fuck
still
yeah.
is a good Iron Man. He's great,
Robert Downey
man.
Jr., he's still doing bumps in the fucking trailer, man.
Yeah. And I think Christopher Reeve may have become paralyzed after he was our guest was born. Same year, I believe.
Yeah.
Ooh,
think
that's
so.
harsh.
Yeah.
That really fucked a lot up for me, seeing him like in a wheelchair, dude. When I was a kid growing up,
I bet.
seeing Superman in a
Traumatizing.
wheelchair.
It
Oh,
happens.
but he's in a much better place now. The fucking ground.
Oh, shut the hell up, man.
Wow.
Ah.
I know, man. We are cold blooded.
No, you're too cold blooded, man. He will always be the real Superman.
Okay. All right.
Bugs, did you answer?
I did.
Bugs don't care.
He's about to throw up.
All right. Well, Bugs,
Hey,
In our-
wait.
let me see if I can aid you in your throwing up by introducing our newest segment, fucked up feeds.
Holy fuck.
This is where we talk about things that have come across our Facebook feeds that make us say, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, this is bad.
On this one, there's a company called Hairbrain Designs, who are the makers of the period panties.
Gross.
And so what we have here
God is
a Autobot scene. Looks like a refrigeration place, and it's got some vent work, and there's blood coming out of the vents.
No, man.
On the front panel. Wait a minute. Let me work it up. You save your vinegar there.
Yeah.
On the front, on the top, it's written out, auto clots, bleed out.
Gross.
Of course, the bleed out is written in a bloody looking font, so it's dripping.
Christ.
Down below to a lone Sharkticon who is in a sea of blood.
Code Red!
Oh my God.
Code Red!
Wait a minute, it gets better. On the reverse is more bloody walls. Ratchet is in ambulance mode. In the center is Optimus Prime holding, instead of his trademark blaster or rifle, I'm sorry, would be a bloody tipped tampon with the string hanging behind it. And to his left, or right, would be Grimlock with a bloody maul.
Gross.
Hey, Grimlock would eat that shit up too.
Yeah.
Gross. It looks like they were going for the Sharkticon pit, except for two of the people that are on them are dead.
And, I mean, apparently there's a whole website of these things. And I'm only going to go into the description of the Transformer-related one, but there are other such wonderful things as the Kool-Aid Ma'am, which is the Kool-Aid lady, popping through the ass wall. And it says, instead of, oh yeah, it's, oh no. But I can't understand what the fucking thing is. Is that supposed to be like a
It's a bunch of condoms. It's a bunch of
they're
condoms.
condoms. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Little Japanese happy condoms. I'm sure they're gonna make like a Shopkin out of this or something.
Holy fuck.
But not to be outdone and to leave the guys out, they also have boxers.
That's not a boxer. That's fucking stretch pants.
Which are basically, they're like boxer briefs, but basically they're like underoos for adults. The selections for the guys were fine. I saw Ron Burgundy and some other fucking shit. But it's really the period panty line, I think, which makes this company shine.
These are awful. Shame on these people.
Yeah, they also have what I have pictured here, the Golden Girls granny panties. That has a cartoon caricatures of, Rose, Blanche, Dorothy, and Sophia on the fucking back.
God.
That's impressive that you remember all their names.
Dude, I fucking watched the fuck out of the Golden Girls.
Didn't you bang one of them in high school?
I banged all of them. But anyway, that was fucked up feeds of the week.
So what makes these period panties? Are they just is that just a play on words, or are these disposable?
I don't think they're disposable. I think it's just, they want to make lady times fun and festive.
Yeah, but
So,
wouldn't you if you rolled up on this when you were still out there fucking in the field plowing shit, wouldn't this make you stop what you're doing? Cause I've been hesitant. I've been what the fuck is this?
It definitely make you think for a second.
well, yeah, I think that's part of it. I think, by her wearing these are an outward symbol of, or a signal to you to say, whoa, fella.
What is this, an underwear rape whistle? What is this?
No, it's just warning you that there's bloody shores ahead.
That's gross.
Yeah, man. Fuck that.
Can you imagine? Like, oh, awesome! I like Transformers. What the fuck is going on?
Like, oh God, that's a nice way of telling me that you fucking on a rag. Thanks, hon.
Are these super absorbent?
Mine just leaves a bloody tampon in the fucking toilet.
Gross.
Stop it.
It's even worse when my daughter does it.
That's really gross.
Anyway,
I can't have kids because of the shit you talk about, man.
Damn.
I'm gonna go crush my balls in between.
That's
the
life.
right
It
now.
happens, man. It's gonna happen to everybody that has kids. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris is gonna have 3 of them in the house at the same time.
I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
Thanks. Well, let's figuratively slide off the panties here and go on to our TKO girls.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's right.
She's ready. He's been waiting an hour and a half for this shit.
He's like, this is my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's actually been 2 hours, 24 minutes so far.
All right. First up is mine.
Who is
Look
this?
at this gorgeous fucking woman. She kind of looks like Rachel Weisz, if anybody knows who that is.
Nope.
She is from the first and second Mummy movies. She's the female lead in that. She was also in Constantine, and a whole bunch of other fucking chick flick fucking stuff. But she's hot as fucking British, and she looks just like her.
But this one was just in Backdoor Sluts 9.
I don't think so. I think this is a high class whore.
Nice.
And she's got a great rack.
Right ass.
Yeah,
Can I get a hua? Can I get a hua? Hua?
What the fuck is this other shit, though?
I'm glad all of our broads are high class this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Shit.
So, moving on from a goddamn gorgeous, expensive piece of ass to Trailer Park Cheeto fucking drinking. I guess that's a 40. I can't tell if it's a 40 or
that looks
bigger.
like a fucking Miller High Life fucking 40.
Mm.
Who did that one? Who's that one?
This is my sister, Brandy Lee.
Yeah.
Like, for real?
Yeah, man.
Damn, dude.
But, she's sexy as fuck, redhead. She's sitting on the front porch of a trailer or some shit.
That's not a trailer. That shit's grounded, man.
Could be like an apartment.
No, that's a fucking project.
Is that a project?
Yeah, that's like a project.
Look at those fucking varicose veins on the inside of her leg.
No,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm talking about.
JL, look at her knee.
Gross.
Dude, look at that 40 she's drinking. She got a Marlboro Red. And a
I don't know, man.
Cheetos.
I tell you what, dude, I take it, like, I cut out the rest of her and just leave her leg up there and, like, brown that shit. It looks like a chicken leg. That looks like a drumstick, man.
It does.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man,
There's
that's
some wing sauce
nasty.
on there. You'd hit it,
Yes.
don't lie.
That's my knockout for the week.
How the hell did you pick that, man?
I don't know, man. I just saw it in my fucking photo album. This would be funny.
Why was this in your photo album, dude?
There's a lot of shit in my photo album that probably shouldn't be there.
This should not be there. Nobody needs this photo.
Excuse me, Mr. Christian. Have a seat, have a cookie. Do you have pictures of young naked boys?
I do not. No, nothing juvenile in my phone. And I don't really have any porno in my phone. Just, I got some medical, like, pictures.
Yeah,
and
just
shit.
a bunch of fucking dicks have been filleted in half and shit.
Christ.
Well,
Yeah, JC's a monster, dude.
you're free to go whenever you like.
Dude, I just send them to people randomly because it's funny to me.
It's terrible.
You know what I mean? They just open their phone, there's a picture of a cut up dick. It's fucking funny.
Oh, man.
Well, let's move on to something a little less savage than that. Who's this next one?
I know who this is.
This one's mine.
Y'all are going to get it now.
All right. She's got a great ass.
Great ass!
She does.
Looks like a pretty nice couch, too.
Yeah, it does.
It's clean. It's pretty clean. A lot cleaner than I anticipated.
we can fix that.
Not till you turn the black light on.
We'll just have her bend over the couch and then just kind of look backward and like back at you. And just be like, you see that ash just stick out, and you're like, just want to go up there and.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
All right, Bugs, you got anything more to say about her?
No, not really.
But you haven't said anything about her.
Apparently, he wants to put his penis in her.
Yeah, I'm kind of way past the point of fucking caring about anything right now.
Okay.
I decided to take the liberty of indulging in a few alcoholic beverages, so I might be a little intoxicated this evening.
That's good.
Come on, man, let loose. give me some of that wizard cat action from back in the fucking in the con.
I gotta be sober for that shit.
No, I want the drunk wizard cat from later on at the party.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, anyway, all right, let's move on to the next one. Who is it? It is food. So, who could it be?
I don't know. Who is this one? That's that fucking bomb-ass pork chop I ate for dinner.
That's actually a good-looking chop.
It is a good chop. And that's broccoli and cheese. I had never thought that steak seasoning would be good on a pork chop, but that is a steak seasoned pork chop, and it might be the most delicious pork chop I've ever had.
Which steak seasoning, McCormick?
I don't make shit. I don't know. My wife made it. It's good though.
Cook.
It's juicy. And I destroyed that little motherfucker.
I bet. And I bet in a fucking an hour or so it's going to be destroying your asshole.
It's going to be destroying the toilet.
You probably got a day or so before that thing fucking pops back out.
That thing's so pretty. Look at that browning on that thing, man. Yeah.
You gotta hold on to it for a minute.
Yeah, it's all tan. Look at that thing. Yeah, she just pan fried that motherfucker too. It was so good. It just sits there and sizzles in its own juice.
Oh yeah.
And that broccoli and cheese is actually frozen. I'm not gonna lie, that's some of that like Green Giant shit. It's really good, and believe it or not, it's really low calorie. That's like a cheese sauce, so like there's really not that much to it. Like me and her split a box of that shit. Half a box is like 70 calories. I mean, that is half the box on the plate, but that shit's pretty good. It tastes like you're eating something, you know what I mean? Like you're eating something that you shouldn't be.
If Americans ever ate serving sizes...
Oh, yeah. That's a serving size.
Christ.
That's a one serving of pork chop and one serving of broccoli.
Well, getting off this food, but speaking about somebody who actually definitely fucking is all about serving size, who's this next picture?
That would be mine.
And you want to tell us about her?
I don't know, just something about her. Just she looks amazing. She looks great. She looks like she could. Very fit, very fit. Like this looks like she can. You work out with her in the gym. Then when you get back home that night, you can work out with her again, if you know what I mean. Bow.
Don't fucking beat around the bush here. Just fucking come back and say you're gonna smack that fucking tight ass pussy.
Oh hell yeah. And then also just her wearing the glasses. It looks like she has that. Yeah, she's like maybe a nerd, but probably not really a nerd. You know.
Oh, yeah,
she's
like,
a nerd.
For me, with the glasses, if those are those fake glasses with no prescription in them, I kick that bitch right out. I wore that shit as a fucking handicap for like 20 years of my life. You get out of here with that shit. Yeah. You're all hot and you're going to tone it down with some glasses.
Just.
Do you have anything more to say about this lovely lady?
So out of everything she has, what's your favorite part?
Boobs, the face. She's got some sexy abs too, And I guess another thing is just she looks like she knows how to take care of herself, and she knows how to take care of herself. I guess I'm pretty sure she knows how to take care of you too. You know what I mean?
Nice. She just has a wooden headboard.
Oh yeah, on the bed. Yeah. It's probably a nice headboard.
I still bet those glasses are non-prescription.
I'm betting as well.
That's ruining it for me, man. I hate that. I hate that shit.
Well, you don't need pornography anyway. Well, let's move on to greener pastures and our discussion/listener questions section. There's a lot of sounds in there. I'm glad my lisp didn't come back. So, we have a question here. Can a xenomorph kill a transformer? We are assuming that everybody knows what a xenomorph is, but for those who don't, it is the alien from the movie Alien.
Yes.
I think it could kill like one of the smaller ones, like Bumblebee.
Well, if you have, think about it. If there was a plethora of xenomorphs, and then Skyfire flew overhead and had, I don't know, maybe bomb bay doors and just started bombing all the xenomorphs, and then of course the acid would eat the probably ground, but it'd still be bombed anyway. And of course you got Megatron's fusion cannon, so that could, because it pretty much blasted a hole all the way through Brawn in the Generation 1 movies. So technically, if Megatron got some good distance and blasted at him, then yeah, there would be probably none left, especially when he transforms into gun mode and you just need Starscream. Heck, you can get like maybe a squadron of Seekers and just fly over the Xenomorphs and just...
Man, I'm taking this more of like a can it ever happen kind of question than is it likely to? Like I think a xenomorph could kill. Right. I think a xenomorph could kill Bumblebee or some shit like that.
Yeah, it probably could. Yeah.
Well, I mean, these fucking robots get torn apart all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And then they can shut down themselves. Put it through their spark, whatever fucking iteration or nomenclature you want to use. Mm-hmm. But I mean, xenomorphs are a biological. They reproduce, by finding hosts and impregnating them and all that shit and popping out. They would, this would basically come down to a WWF cage match.
Yeah.
Who's gonna kill who?
I mean, what about hand to hand? No blasters or anything. It might be interesting. Depends on if the xenomorphs can scratch the Transformers too, like if they can damage the metal bodies of the Transformers.
Now this question was from your friend Chris Welty, and I'm wondering if he was watching Aliens and seeing the whole fucking the loader and the queen.
Pretty sure did. Honestly, if it was in a gladiatorial pit with Megatron, going hand to hand combat, it'd be an interesting fight. Because if the alien has wounds or something, and the acid gets onto Megatron, the acid just burn through all the servos and stuff, especially on the hand. If the hands and feet or any of the moving parts just get infected with acid, and then the arm just falls off, or even goes into the chest, then yeah, maybe it depends on how the distance is between the xenomorph and say Megatron. It'd be an interesting fight. It'd be.
Plus, I mean, to get really nerdy, you gotta assume that the rules are that xenomorph blood destroys any metal. So we don't know how if Cybertronian metal is different.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
The scale's way off though if he's fighting somebody like Megatron, because the xenomorphs are relatively small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Compared to Megatron.
It would have to be a horde of xenomorphs or a xenomorph queen.
Let me see a xenomorph fight fucking Rumble.
Awesome. He splats it with the fucking piston, and then the acid goes all over him. He's like, "Fuck!"
Have you guys ever seen those fucking Chinese bug fights? The videos online?
No.
They put these fucking weird Asian insects. They're only over there,
racist.
hugely fucking big wasps and they'll put it in a cage with a centipede, and they watch which one kills the other one first.
That's fucked up.
And they set it to a gladiatorial combat and fucking music and shit. They have a bell that rings in ding ding, and it's versus It's entertaining to find. I've watched probably about a dozen of them. They're fun to watch.
Watch the bugs fight.
Scorpion versus fucking fucking wasp.
Oh, nice.
That was you.
So what do you think, JC?
Nah.
No.
I don't think so, bud. I think a Transformer's gonna rip that thing in half.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Transformer's going to kill it. But what kind of damage the Transformers sustains
I imagine minimal.
It would be based on what the acid does to its blood. Or to
Well,
its,
they shot Braun in the shoulder and he died.
Yeah.
But again, talking Cybertronium technology versus Cybertronium technology.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have a discussion topic.
Yay!
What is your favorite episode of G1 Transformers and why?
Man, that's a tough one, dude.
Dude, it's a good one. It's a lengthy discussion, though. Are you guys down?
Heck yeah. Hell yeah. I got time.
I got time, too.
Bugs, if you got to duck out, man, it's cool.
I'm here.
Okay. But, I mean, if you got to fucking
like
run
fucking
and...
Eeyore again, man. Okay. Nobody cares about my opinion.
It's not that nobody cares about my opinion. I don't care about my opinion.
Oh, come on, Bugs.
That's the
He's
best kind
fucking
of
wasted.
Will you give him a hug for me at Dairy Con?
opinion.
Twice.
All right.
I'll even let him touch my peener.
Well, yeah, I said, will you give him an uncomfortably long hug for us at the end?
Yeah, like
Eric gives some hugs, man. I'm telling you. I'm here to snatch you up.
like an extra 5 beats. Not 3, not 4, not 6. 5 beats. Like, just hold it just 5 beats too long.
Oh, yeah.
I can lift an asshole in the air, and not as good as Robert D, but I can lift him pretty good.
Okay.
All right. Well, Eeyore, why don't you go first so you can snooze for the...
This is a tough question, but I think probably my favorite episode is probably Heavy Metal War. That was the debut of the Constructicons.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it was a very fitting season finale. Not every season got a good finale like season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's good. JL, what do you think?
Man, I'm really like drawing a blank on this one, dude. I like the one, what the hell's the name of it, man? I've been drinking.
What happens in the episode?
I like the second one, Rodimus Prime comes back. The second one.
The Rebirth?
Rebirth?
No, not Rebirth.
The
one
Awakening?
where he comes back and beats the fuck out of Rodimus, yeah.
Dark Awakening.
Yeah, I like that
a
one.
good one.
Because he
Fucking
came back.
Rodimus. Still
Yeah,
blame him for the death of Optimus Prime. Little fuck.
Yeah. He came back and beat that ass, too.
No, I tell ya.
And then he realized that he was, like, turning evil, and then he, like, backtracked on it, which is still fine.
Yeah.
Specialist Hansen.
I like the way that he was supposed to fly himself into the... Wait, let me finish my story. I like the way he was supposed to fly himself into the star, and then, like, he was all jacked up, and then when they find him for the second movie, he's all fixed up and hasn't hit the star yet. And it's like fucking 5 episodes later. This shit was awesome. Yay!
All right. Now.
Okay, so my turn, right?
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm done
Honestly,
drinking.
my favorite episode actually is the two-parter, The Ultimate Doom, with Dr. Arkeville and the whole plan where you think where the Decepticons actually think they're going to succeed of getting all the energy bringing Cybertron Earth's atmosphere. I thought that was just a great two-parter, and then all of a sudden, and then the Decepticons lose, of course, just like every episode. But it was good. It's a good two-part. It's like one of my favorite two-parters of Generation 1 is just how it's told is, and knowing that the Decepticons are willing to work with humans, especially that even though Dr. Hercule eventually became a cyborg in some weird twist and change of events. And of
Spoilers!
Course, and then the hypno chip control, and then also the whole spark plug and Spike thing going on, where the Spike had to figure out how to get his father back, and then how Wheeljack talks, and then the Dinobot's involvement, where he's like, Grandma's like, Dinobots won't help, and they're like, wait, if you're on this planet, you're not gonna help, you realize we're gonna get fucked, so you better help. Like, oh, me Grimlock didn't think of that. It's just great. Honestly, it's just one of my favorite two-part episodes, Generation 1.
Nice. JC?
What? What's the question?
What?
What's your favorite episode?
G1 episode. Oh, fuck.
JC's answer is Durr.
He doesn't have one because there's no Michael Bay directed G1 episodes.
Oh,
boy.
Oh man, there's so many good ones. I mean, it's like a fucking huge blur. But
Carnage in C minor.
No, man, I think I'm gonna go with the OG More Than Meets the Eye 3-parter. That started it all.
Good choice.
I can watch that anytime, and I'm completely entertained by it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And for myself, I would have to say it's probably Autobot Spike.
That's a weird one.
What episode? Kind of cut out there.
Autobot Spike.
Yeah, that was a strange one.
It was a strange episode, but the concept of a human being transferred into a Transformer body was all that I fucking wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wanted all that escape when you were a kid.
Yep.
I want it right now.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
So, that was our discussion topic. It wasn't as lengthy as we thought.
Hang on, my other favorite one is the one with Carbamia in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because that
Carbamia
was awesome.
Nights.
You know what's funny? I actually figured that shit out when I was a kid. What?
So I got another question for you guys. All right, this is a kind of like a Generation 1 topic. All right, so on your opinion of Free Red, Frenzy is red and Rumble is blue, or the other way around, which is your go-to? Because honestly, I think Frenzy is red, Rumble is blue. That's me.
And you're right. Rumble is blue. Everybody else is wrong as shit.
I don't give a fuck what the toy said.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that was a fan of this went by what the fucking cartoon said. That's why everybody was pissed that the fucking toys didn't look like the cartoon.
Right.
Because the cartoon was Bible to us, and then, you go and give us a toy that looks nothing like it.
Like Motor Master.
Yeah. God damn it.
Motor Master Sports RS.
Jesus Christ, that was the worst. And I remember getting Motor Master in the box. He looked so fucking pretty in the package. Then you take him out and you're like, this is a shit toy.
Isn't he your favorite Transformer though?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That was actually my next question. But
what's your favorite Transformer?
Yeah.
Is that of all time or right now?
Doesn't matter.
Matters to me.
Okay, of all time.
Okay.
Right now, my favorite's Toy World Devastator. I haven't gotten one that has made me feel like that toy has. I mean, MP Megatron was close, but Toy World Devastator is still my favorite.
Nice.
Well, if we're talking about feels, man, this G1 Overlord's got me. That's the most happy I've ever been in my entire life.
Hey, Buzz, do you walk by that Toy World Devastator and get that sense of pride that a fucking down on his luck black janitor gets when he fucking gets promoted to the mailroom?
Jesus Christ.
What? Too specific?
Is it the same one that you get when you walk by your liberal arts degree?
I don't have a degree.
303, we're going to go ahead and flag that.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
Chris sounds like he's talking about somebody he knows, and that's so specific. But like that, I like the G1 Overlord, man. Now my favorite character of all time is just going to be everybody else's Optimus Prime. Because like, there's a lot of shit I didn't do when I was a kid because I was afraid I'd disappoint Optimus Prime.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
All right.
Like, I really did like Optimus Prime when I was a kid. He's my boy.
So, well, we are running out of steam rapidly. It's like a fucking hot air balloon.
I'm not. I'm ready to go.
That has been
man.
hot.
Fucking, I got 3 more hours in me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the show. We have no more topics.
What's your
I
favorite
didn't answer the
Transformer,
question.
JC?
Fuck. Mine currently is Fans Toys Omega Supreme.
So we're talking
Nice.
toys then instead of characters.
Yeah, it's. I actually meant characters, but if you guys talk about
Well,
toys,
same character.
Let's go
too,
around
for
again,
me.
boy.
Same for me for character too, because Omega's my favorite character.
Omega Supreme. Nice.
Yeah, my favorite character. It's probably Optimus Prime. It's Optimus Prime or IDW Overlord, one or the other.
Nice. Okay.
Peener.
Awesome.
Anybody,
Peener.
Chris?
Uncomfortable silences.
Oh, he already
So-
said his. His is Motor Master.
Yeah, but is it your favorite character too, or your favorite toy?
Favorite G1 toy?
What's your favorite Transformer toy then versus character?
Are we talking G1 or just toy? Just
Anything.
toy now? Anything?
5 seconds.
5,
Don't
4,
have anything. I
3,
don't know.
2, 1. Painter.
JC's or Chris's favorite Transformer is that fucking vape.
No, I mean, like, the fucking, when I go out and I look at my collection, I take it as a whole.
You take the whole, huh?
And I would, exactly. But, like, until all the slots are filled by the characters that belong there, you know, it's kind of empty. But I couldn't single one of them out and say, this one is, you know, my favorite toy.
How many of
Because I just look at them as characters.
how many
have
of you
two?
how many of you guys have handled a G1 Overlord before?
Nope.
Not
That
me.
shit is like the most amazing G1 figure ever made.
Okay.
What's your favorite, John?
Honestly, for a list, starting of course with the classics, Generation 1, Optimus and Megatron and Bumblebee, and then number 3 would be Grimlock. 4 is Jazz. And then for the Decepticons, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, and Shockwave.
Which is your favorite? Like, if you had to pick one, like, what's your favorite toy and character?
Favorite toy right now would have to be Carnifex.
Oh fuck yeah!
And then for the Decepticons, and then for the Autobots, Grimlock. My MP Grimlock right now.
Nice.
Love the figure. Love what I did to it. It's one of probably the best customs I ever. One of my favorite customs I've done so far.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh shit.
All right.
Plus you get that extra sense of accomplishment when you go by it and say, like, oh, I fucking made it look
Oh
like
hell yeah!
it's a good toy, but I made it
Oh
look
fuck
better.
yeah! Of course.
So does anyone have anything else they
So
want to talk
JC
about?
had a question there for a second.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Don't forget to sign up for our Patreon.
Yeah. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Yeah,
Really
and a
helps us
5-star
out.
review on everything, even if it's Yelp.
Do we have anything to announce?
We're gonna have some glasses at DairyCon, aren't we, JC?
We are. I'm
Glasses?
working out the details right now. I'll have beer glasses. So I'll have pint glasses for sale.
Are
I'll have
they,
a few.
Yes, and it's going to be a very, very,
Very
limited
limited
number.
You know.
And if this goes over, we're going to have it huge.
huge.
it's going to be huge.
No, huge. I said huge.
You know, we may do some more shirts at some point. I might have some shirts there, but we'll see. You know, gotta talk to the shirt guy.
I'm just gonna say this, America, and I just blacked out on freedom.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice.
And
Love
honestly, about the show, great. You guys, I like what you guys do. You guys got some funny shit. I hope that if anyone takes offense to anything that we have said tonight, I don't give honestly, don't give a fuck. I know they will. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna try my hardest to go to DairyCon with Chris and hopefully meet some of you guys, and then we'll have some fun, take some pics. I'll be in the grunt style shirt. So
nice.
Yeah.
We'll be there. We'll have a table. Have a big old.
If they won't give you that 15 days, just go in there.
Oh God. Oh yeah.
I'll try.
No.
But yeah, it's been fun. But yeah.
All right. Well, we thank you. It has been a pleasure to have talked with you this
Thank
evening,
you for your
sir.
service, also, man.
No problem. I'm just doing my part.
Well, you're doing your part. We're not doing ours. But
You're part of that
I'm
other
just
1%.
making sure that the world's never overtaken by vodka.
One drink at a time. All right, let's touch some hearts and minds later. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Yay.
Bye. As in the words of the Terminator, hasta la vista, baby.
Since some people are too lazy to read, here are the shout-outs. Shout out to TF and WTF Ever, the greatest Transformers and what the fuck ever Facebook group ever. Elno Customs, an international consortium of Transformers customizers and creators. Third-party TF Crashers, Yula Blamo. Hail Hasbro Reviews with Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. Shattercast Uncut, Bobby Skullface Reviews, Legions for the Fountain of Material, the Realm of Collectors, Figure Banging, the entire Cool Table Network, the Blackout and Shout podcast, and of course, girls who make bad decisions with their bodies, and the fathers and or uncles that made them that way. And we wouldn't be a show without alcohol, marijuana, and coffee, the lifeblood of this program. If you liked what you heard and want more, like and subscribe. Comment and let us know what you thought. If you're on Facebook and want to join the party and become a fellow dreg, we're at TF and WTF Ever. All hate mail can be sent to tkothepodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back next week with some more nonsense.